up, everyone? It's me, Stef, the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative. And welcome to the Daily Nerd Alive Sunday edition. And it's a bit of a special edition because happy birthday to Prince Hazard. Yes, it's his 40th birthday today. And you know what? I thought, let's have fun with this and let's do a Prince Hazard's 40th birthday roast bonanza with surprise guests. Yes, I've got some surprise guests lined up for you guys. They're going to be coming in and out of this stream. But first up, you absolutely loved her on Friday. So back by popular demand is Maggie the Black Owl. Hey up, boss. How's it going? How's your weekend been?
In honor of Harry, I'm putting my little Navy hat.
Do you
to
know
show that
what?
anyone can have a Caribbean military if they want.
Do you know what? You look more military than Hazard. I'm going to put it out there. There you go. Let the roasting already begin, right? Oh, my goodness. Yes. So we have had a little bit of support before this stream started. So everyone that's watching on the replay, you know the drill by now. Like, fast forward about 5-10 minutes and we will have started basically the main topic of the day, which is roasting Hazard to filth on his birthday. Like, if there was ever an opportunity to do it, let's do it on his birthday, right? And have some fun. In the meantime, it's Kim. Thank you so much for the $2 sugar bucks and the Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. Love it, love it, love it. But also as well, Heather Forter, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks. Ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Saying, hey up, Stef, throwing much love to you. Thank you so much. And again, I just want to take the opportunity here just to thank everyone for their support, their compassion, their kindness, and their good words that I got this week, particularly towards the end of this week. I'm not going to, discuss what's been going on in my private life or anything like that, but it has been you guys have helped carry me through with what's been going on in my personal life, so thank you so much for that. But yeah, in the meantime, let's Sarge is in the house. Hey up, Sarge. How's it going? How are the pups doing? Oh, you gotta let me know. And I need more pictures of your pups, Sarge. You know how to send them. Get them done. We also have Tony Gunk's gal coming in, gifting one leadership to one of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Tony Gunk's gal, who is going to respond and kick off today's gifting wars. Guys, we may soon find out. Also as well, Tony Gunk's gal coming in with the Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment and the $2 sugar bucks. And for those that don't know, let me explain. This is a ginger doggy. Coming out of the tail of the doggy is hearts. But then when you lift the tail from a doggy, what's directly underneath? The butthole. Therefore, this is a Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment. You'll never be able to everyone see it ever again. You're very welcome. That's why it's my favourite super chat sticker. Kate,
this is our gift for Harry, is that it?
Pretty much, yeah. Just gift him the Ginger Doggy Fighting Hearts moment via me. It's all good. Kate Maminer as well. Thank you so much for the $2 sugar bucks, saying so looking forward to this. I am too. Let's have an absolute laugh and just have fun, guys. So with that being said, one of the things that I want to do in terms of this stream is I want to promote my fundraiser. And so some of you know, some of you don't, but I am going to be doing a half marathon next month, my first ever marathon. I'm training for it right now, and it's for the Survivors Trust. And so the Survivors Trust is a UK-based organisation. They've been going around for decades, and they provide support and resources for survivors of SA and SV, helping them heal, rebuild their lives. It's a cause close to my heart because I've been completely open about this, guys. I am unfortunately a survivor. And so anything that I can do to shed light on the cause and help the cause, I'm going to do. And so what does Hazard and Megzy like to say? They like to show up and do good, don't they? Well, let's show them how we really show up and do good, guys. And so if anyone wants to contribute to the fundraiser, the link is pinned right at the top of the live chat. It's also in the description bar below. Every little bit helps, even if you can't donate. Do you know what? Share the link. Share the link, you know. I've had this set up now for a couple of weeks. I launched it a couple of weeks ago with the leaders in the member only stream that we had in August. And so you guys know now, everyone knows. So yeah, if you want to send a super chat today or super chat sticker or anything like that, I'd actually strongly request, don't send me a super chat or super chat sticker out like that today. I'd like it all to go to this fundraiser, if you can. And for my UK alter nerds out there, yes, you can gift aid. So there we go on that. I'll check back periodically and see if the needle's moved a little bit. But in the meantime, we also have Lisa Gibbs with the Ginger Doggy Farting Arts moment and the £2 sugar bucks. Thank you so much. Lisa Boo says, yes, it is a wonderful charity. Yeah. It is. I wish I knew about it when I was younger and going through the worst of it. And I think that's part of the problem. People still don't know that these resources that are completely free are out there. And so I want to do my bit. I want to do my bit in the world for the cause. So yeah, try. There will be a live stream next month. So the week before my half marathon. Oh, guys, you have no idea. Hang on a minute. I don't just have one bag of Buckingham Palace goodies. Oh, no. I have 2 bags of Buckingham Palace goodies.
You need to send me some to Canada.
Well, for those that don't know, there will be a special fundraising live stream a week before my half marathon where I'm going to be raffling off those goodies, just raffling them off. And so, yeah, more opportunity to have fun and fundraise and actually show up and do good. Let's show Hazza and Megsy how it's freaking done. Before we kick off the festivities a little bit more, we have Lisa in the chat gifting a whopping 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lot out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, courtesy of Lisa. And that only means one thing, guys. Officially, the gifting wars for this stream have begun. So thank you so much to Lisa. Appreciate your love for kicking off today's gifting wars. That takes us to a whopping 6 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 4 more away from double figures for 10 new leaders. So who's going to take up that sword and shield and help us get there? Guys, we may soon find out. With that being said, though, this stream is going to be a little bit different because I'm actually going to be pre-recording some videos whilst we're live. And the first one, oh my goodness, guys. This is a doozy, okay? So, did you know that Meghan Markle got cut out of the photo by King Charles, Prince William, and Princess Catherine for their public birthday messages on Twitter? Did you know that, guys? Well, everyone that's watching live, stay exactly where you are because I'm going to play the intro in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alter nerd, your nerdy alternative, and I am here live for the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition with Maggie the Black Owl. Hey up love, thank you so much for joining me in today's live. We are celebrating Prince Hazard's 40th birthday and we're doing a roast bonanza with surprise guests that'll be coming in and out as we are live. But for this particular segment, for the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition, did you guys know that Meghan Markle was actually cut out of the photo that was used by King Charles, Prince William and Princess Catherine for their birthday wishes to Hazza. Let me explain more, guys. So the photo that was used in particular by King Charles, Prince William and Princess Catherine was one of the ones that were taken when Megxie and Hazza were still in the royal family, still working members, and they did a visit to Ireland back in July 2018. And so this is the photo in question. The full photo in all its glory, okay? They're on a round table here. You've got Hazza, you've got Megxie. However, just spot the difference right now.
I see none.
Spot the difference right now, guys. OMG. And yeah, Heather, dishes are being smashed in Montecito today. I am definitely hearing the dishes right now because this is the thing, guys. Look at this. Oh my
I see
goodness.
no difference. What do you mean?
This is literally, okay, King Charles, right? Cutting out Megxie out of the photo. It's like Megxie don't exist. Screw Megxie. She does not exist. But guess what? Prince William and Princess Catherine are of the same mind as well.
No!
Yeah, they retweeted King Charles, the royal family Twitter with the same picture. So it's not just King Charles that cut out Megxie. Oh, no. It was Prince William and Princess Catherine as well.
It is so deliberate. They could have taken a picture of him alone. Why take that one?
I know, right? I know.
Oh, they are. I admire the pittiness as I admire the thirstiness.
I know, right? Like, the petty on this is pretty much off the charts here at this point. And yeah, Sarge, the shade of it all. I'm telling you, it's like, I am here for it right now. I really am. It's like, I reported, I think it was like a couple of weeks back, that there was this art gallery what's the word now? I've got a brain fart now on this. Showing. There was a showing of some like official royal portraits and photographs. And guess who's not in any of them? Megxie. Megxie's not in any of them. At all. At all. Now, the argument at the time...
Is there Prince Harry?
Prince Hazza is, yeah. When he was like a child. But Megxie, no. Not at all.
Is there any Archie?
Nope. I know.
They're just not acknowledged.
No, not at all. So this is actually, guys, the second time that they've excluded Megxie from a picture, photo, whatever you want to call it. They're not playing about here. Now, a lot of people are thinking, well, hang on a minute. Why are the royal family and why is King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William, Princess Catherine offering public birthday wishes to Hazza in the first place after everything that he's done? And we'll get on to that in the next segment. So those that are watching on the live, or if you're watching on the replay, stay tuned for that. But Maggie, what is your overall kind of thoughts, reactions to this?
I will say God save the king because he's the king of pittiness. And I give that to him. This was fire. He could have taken any picture of Harry, but he deliberately took one where Meghan was in and cut her out. That's a message to say, cut her out, Harry. Oh, I love it. I want to be as petty as him when I grow up.
Well, Christopher Christine is saying, yes, he's smiling because there's no Meghan there. Think again. Literally, the royal family, Prince William, Princess Catherine, King Charles, Queen Camilla, have literally cut Megsy out. Guys.
He's smiling because it was like, what, 2 months after his wedding? If it was July 2018. Yeah. So she was still giving the spicy poontang and she was still being nice.
It's gotta be some spicy kind of situation for him to stay. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It ain't just his...
He was still getting his blowy every day. He was happy.
I tell you something though. It ain't just his pee-pee that's a bit spicy, guys, as he's discussed previously, and we will be getting on Hazard's pee-pee a little bit later on the live stream, and we're going to do a few more roasties on that as well. We're going to roast his pee-pee. Why not? Let's have a bit of fun. Before we
roasted his pee-pee. We're just continuing his work.
Yeah. Totally continuing his work. Deb Scott's Laz, oh my goodness, coming in, gifting a whopping 10 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey, up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Deb Scott's Laz. Appreciate your love. Oh my goodness. Going into double figures there. We are now on a whopping 16 new leaders for today's stream. We are just 4 more away from 20 new leaders. So who else is going to pick up that sword and shield and jump into today's gifting wars? Guys, we may soon find out. But yeah, I mean, overall, in terms of my reaction to all of this, I'm like, OMG, this is funny as hell. It was like, because the thing is, I was thinking, okay, this is interesting, first and foremost, that the royal family have actually acknowledged his birthday after so many years of not doing it. They've all of a sudden done it, right? And again, for those that are thinking, hang on a minute, the royal family have made a big mistake doing it. Not so fast. Stay tuned. The real reason why they're doing this, that's coming up, okay? And we're going to explain all of that to you. But I saw this and I saw the picture.
To me too. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, I saw this and I saw the picture and I thought, do you know what? There must be something about this picture. There must be something behind it. So what I did was I saved the picture that they used here and I went into Google search to search for the picture to see where it came from. And yeah, I found that. And I was like, oh! I'm like, oh my goodness, they cropped Megsy out. They cut her out. I was like, yes. Yes, and yes. I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. So, yeah, with that being said, guys, if you appreciated this segment and you want more, and of course you want more, then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And if you're watching live or on the replay, help us get to 1 million so we can also get that gold play button in the back there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Also as well, if you enjoyed Maggie, and I know so many of you have, she's back by popular demand, make sure you head on over to her channel, Maggie the Black Owl, for more commentary on the misadventures of the gruesome twosome. With that being said, everyone watching live, stay exactly where you are. You think we're done? We're just getting started. But for those watching on the replay, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your faces. Till the next time, you guys. Laters. Bye. All righty. Oh, that was so much fun. I've just got a message from one of the guests. They're having a few computer issues, but they will be here soon. Someone I don't think you guys will have met before, but I've been mates with her for a few years, and she's one of my YouTube homies. So I am so excited to introduce her to all of you, lovely lot. In the meantime, oh my goodness. That one was so funny. But let's get into the next one, because this is the thing, right? After so many years, right, all of a sudden, they're recognizing Hazard's birthday. For all those in the chat, why do you think all of a sudden the royal family, King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William and Princess Catherine, why do you think they're all of a sudden wishing Hazard publicly a happy birthday after years of not doing that? Let me know in the chat. Whilst you guys are giving me your opinions on that, oh my goodness, let's have a look at all of this. So we've got Nick Wilson. Thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership, saying, hey all. Hey up, Nick. How's it going? How's it going? I just want to double check. Yeah, let's have a look. Tracy, there we go. I saw this earlier on. That's hilarious. Love that both cut her mug out. Yeah. It's like insane, right? Angie Griffin says, boom, drop mic moment, or mic drop moment. There we go. Kelty saying, hi, Steph. Hey up, Kelty. How's it going? Let's see what else you guys are saying. Oh, Angie Griffin. Uh-oh. Sugar alert. Well, that only means one thing. Let's officially sound the sugar alert for today's stream. So thank you so much to all the sugars that are watching right now. To the sugars that are watching, this message is to you. Hi, morons. Thank you so much for clicking on this stream and commenting, because guess what? When you click on this stream and you watch and you interact, YouTube loves that. And YouTube's like, oh my goodness, look at all these people watching. Oh, we better promote this stream even more. And look at all these people interacting and commenting. Oh, let's push it out even more. So you guys are actually helping, okay, towards the success of this channel and community. So again, to all the sugars out there, morons, thanks. Appreciate ya. Continue to watch and comment. It's all good as far as I'm concerned. So thank you so much for that. So yeah, here we go. Let's have a look. So a few of you have actually got it. Let's crack on with that in a moment. But Singing Magpie, this is really nice of you to say. Steph, you always come up with a new insight that other media channels have missed. How fascinating. Yes, I agree that the message is pretty clear, but subtle enough that it could be missed by some. See? There you go. I have a different way of
fitness.
Yeah, I have a different way of thinking about things and looking at things. Absolutely. But yeah, with that being said, let's kick on with the second part, the second segment of this live stream. Because guys, what's the real reason why Hazard got public birthday wishes from Prince William, Princess Catherine, King Charles and Queen Camilla? We're going to get into it right now in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hey up everyone, it's me, Steph, the Alternerd, your nerdy alternative, and I am here live for the Daily Nerd Live Sunday edition with a very good friend, Maggie the Black Owl. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is, as of the recording of this live stream, Prince Hazard's 40th birthday, and we are doing a birthday bonanza roast bash. Whatever you want to call it. And oh my goodness, we've had a few laughs and it's only half an hour into the stream. And we're going to continue with the laughs with the real reason why Prince Harry got public birthday wishes from King Charles, Queen Camilla, Prince William and Princess Catherine. And guess what? Even though they gave public birthday wishes, they don't give a shiz about him. Let me explain. So a lot of people were very, 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 very shocked that this happened. We got wishing the Duke of Sussex a very happy 40th birthday today. We then had the Prince and Princess of Wales saying, wishing a happy 40th birthday to the Duke of Sussex. Okay. So you might think, well, hang on a minute. After all these years, why are they all of a sudden giving him public birthday wishes? There's been all this talk in the news that he wants to come back to the royal family, blah-de-blah-de-blah-de-blah. Now, a lot of people thought, what the deuce? Like Dan Wooten here, okay? He says, sad that you felt pressured into doing this, especially after accusing William of being a violent bully and Catherine a bitch in spare. Now, this is the thing, right? The first thing that you guys have to understand and look at is something that, according to Taz, also picked up as well, which is the wording of their tweet. She says, I think this is exactly why William and Catherine did post a few hours later. They only copied the King's message, though, bare minimum to stop stories like this being written. It's a milestone birthday. How dare they ignore blah, blah, blah. Okay? So first and foremost, you know, Prince William and Princess Catherine doing this is basically a chess move to turn around and be like, well, do you know what? We're going to be the better people and we're going to wish them a happy birthday. But when you look at the wording, just on a linguistic analysis perspective of all of this, it's very basic. Wishing the Duke of Sussex a very happy 40th birthday. Wishing a happy 40th birthday to the Duke of Sussex. It's very, very similar. It's very, very copy and paste, as Taz is saying. But it's more than that. It's cold. They don't give a shiz. The first reason why, they don't call him Harry. They don't use his name to personalise it and humanise it. It's very standoffish. It's very cold. It's Duke of Sussex. That's it. When you want to personalise someone, when you want to humanise someone, you use their name. And they don't here. So that's the first reason why this is proving to me that actually the royal family don't give a shiz about him. But they're doing it as like a chess move. For them to be the bigger people, the better people, right? And not petty. Maggie, what do you think to that kind of analysis first off?
I don't think they don't give a damn, but I do believe that they want to show Prince Harry that we're wishing you a happy birthday only as a formality and because that is the decent thing to do. And we know that you will use it to spin it as if we're the worst people in the world. So we have to do it, but we are going to show you you're not one of us. The closeness we have doesn't exist anymore. And he chose it. Like, there is a part of me that I'm just like, did Meghan just write to them and say, call us Duke and Duchess of Sussex? Because they always present themselves like that. I think maybe also there is like an element of just making a joke of it. Like, oh, you're always the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, but you don't want royal life? Then there, you're the Duke of the Duke of Sussex. Are you happy now? You're not one of us, but but you're happy now. That's how I feel.
Mm. And for those that may have just seen that, I've seen Trevor in the chat. Hey up, Trevor, how you doing, mate? If you're not subscribed to him, do it right now. Trevor Cole MC. He does his daily rants, his daily commentary, and yeah, go give him a subscribe, guys, and support. But yeah, going back to this situation. So, yeah, we've got a situation here, first and foremost, that the wording that they've used, to me, shows from a linguistic analysis perspective, they don't give a shit about him. Again, they've not used his name, Harry. They've just said the Duke of Sussex, and that's it. So it's very
cold.
standoffish. It's very like, you just don't exist kind of thing, right? And so we have here the next bit, which is, okay, so they're taking away his potential victimhood because they can't turn around and say, oh, well, I wasn't wished a happy birthday publicly by my family, blah, 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 and it's a milestone, it's the 40th one, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's a reason, okay? So, second reason why the royal family have just shown they really don't give a shit about Hazard, and they really don't give a shit about his birthday, is that it's tradition that non-working family members actually receive a birthday message publicly on birthdays that end with a 0, such as milestones like a 40th. Now, all credit goes to @Amber_Lee1 via Cordon Taz for finding this. Now, it's from this particular article here from the Express. And so if I just scroll down and just scrolly a little bit, here we go. Although traditionally only working members of the royal family are given a public birthday greeting, the late Queen did set a precedent that non-working family members can receive a birthday message publicly on birthdays that end with a 0, such as milestones like a 40th. So, think about it. The only reason they're actually wishing him a happy 40th birthday ain't because they care. They don't care about Hazard. They've shown it first in what they've written. They haven't used his name, as I explained earlier on. The second reason why they don't care, they're just doing it as a formality. Every non-working royal member of the family gets a shout out on their birthday on every 0.
I think they care. I don't agree. Because why take a picture where they crop Meghan out? Like, I think it's really cold. Like, when you look at it, how it's written, it's really cold. It shows Harry what he has lost. But I do feel that they're saying, look how happy you were before leaving for America. Like, did we ever see Harry smile like that since he left the UK?
No. I mean,
So
look
I feel
at the
there is a
recent
double entendre because we have to take the picture also in consideration. They could have taken any random picture, but they chose that one for a reason.
Well, let's put it this way. They couldn't have chosen anything recent because he's been to Colombia, he's been to Nigeria on those fake royal tours, and he had a face like a slapped fish. I mean, come on. Let's put it this way. Every time he's been in public on whatever duty he's trying to make out, he hadn't been smiling like this anyway. He's been frowning, he looks upset, he looks angry, he looks miffed, whatever. Like literally a face like a slapped wet fish. So, of course they're going to go back and get a photo to when he was happier in the royal family, right?
And cropping out Meghan. I'm sorry, that's not like I don't care. That is a shade. That is the most beautiful shade I've ever seen.
But, like Heather Porter is saying, the royal family knows how to play chess better than Hazard. And this is the thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hazard and Megsy, they're playing checkers, but the royal family are playing chess. They're in a league of their own. Hazard and Megsy have no chance whatsoever against the royal family because the royal family are in the right and they're in the wrong, and that's just the way it is, right?
Yes.
Deb Scott's lass, thank you so much for the support during this segment, gifting a whopping 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Deb Scott's lass. That takes us past a whopping 21 new leaders for today's stream. We're just 4 more away from 25 new leaders for today's stream. So who else is going to pick up that sword and shield like Deb Scott's lass and jump into today's gifting wars like the best of them? Guys, we may soon find out. But yeah, thank you so much for the support there. But yeah, I suppose really in the grand scheme of things, just going around full circle here. So the real reason essentially that Prince Harry got birthday wishes publicly from Prince William, Princess Catherine, King Charles and Queen Camilla is, to avoid the negative headlines of, oh, they didn't wish him a happy birthday on his 40th. So avoiding the whole scenario of Hazard being able to play into the victimhood narrative again. And B, another real reason why, as far as I'm concerned, they've wished him a happy birthday is because it's standard for all non-working family members. They had to do it. It's standard. It's just part of the rules of it all. So they wished him a happy birthday publicly because they had to, because of the rules, not because they wanted to.
But they know Meghan so much. Meghan had already an email prepared to send to people to say they didn't wish Harry a happy birthday. I know the email was already ready and she would have been so sad.
Oh, no. But no. Check this out though, right, guys? An email to people where they would turn around and say, exclusive email from Meghan says blah, blah, blah. And then they rewrite it a couple of hours later saying a spokesperson or a source close to the couple. Like, you know how it was all going to go down, of course. But yeah, with that being said, those watching on the live, stay exactly where you are, because if you think we finished with Hazard's 40th birthday roast bonanza, you got another thing coming. We ain't done with you guys yet. But for those that are watching live or on the replay, if you liked this segment and you had a laugh and you want more, and believe me, there's going to be more, then do make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's, and help us get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button back there and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. And if you loved what was coming out of Madgie's mouth, and of course you did, she's backed by popular demand, guys, do make sure you head on over to her channel, Madgie the Black Owl, for more commentary on the misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. We are definitely not done with you yet. But those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Bye! Oh, that was a fun one. Oh, is that? Hang on a minute. I've got my braces in. Oh, no. I thought there was a little bit of a what is it going on, but no. We're okay. For those that don't know, I've got some Invisaligns in. And they've been going really well, actually. I do actually recommend Invisaligns because...
Really?
Yeah. My teeth, like, especially my tops, my canines here were really out. I think it's... This one was really out. This one was a little bit sticky out, but this one was really out. And now it's like they all are coming into place. It's amazing. I'm on week 10 of the Invisaligns, and it's just given me a lot of confidence to, do the videos and streams and things like that, and smile, and yeah. So yeah, definitely recommend Invisaligns. Oh, we've got Popcorn Planet Raid. Thank you so much to my big brother Andy. I love you. Hope your stream went well with the Trump situation, which is absolutely awful. No matter what end of the political aisle that you're on, okay, whether you support Trump or not, at the end of the day, no one should be targeting a candidate. No one should be targeting any political candidate, any politician. No. It's just not right. It's wrong. It is wrong. It's better in a debate. It's wrong. So I hope that the Secret Service continues to support and protect Trump. And I'm glad that this time it don't seem like they got close to him. So absolutely brilliant. Speaking of which, let's get some more people in. I see you coming in. Woo!
Oh, wait, did it work? Can you see me?
Yeah, I see you, mate. How's it
Oh,
going?
the camera's on? I don't see myself. That's why I was confused. Huh?
Coming through somewhere else.
And Andy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You went a little bit silent then.
Oh, I said, happy birthday, Harry. Prince Harry's 40th birthday.
Woo!
Oh my God! Have you guys just been telling all good stories about Harry celebrating this year of his birth? This must have been such a love fest, Steph.
Sorry. There's a bit of something caught in my braces there, so I just had to take them out quickly. But yes, we've been having some fun so far. We've been talking about how Megzy got cut out of the photo that the royal family used to wish him a good 40th birthday. So we had a laugh about that. And we also just discussed the real reason why Prince Harry got birthday wishes from Prince William and Princess Catherine, and it ain't because they care. It really is not because they care. So, yeah, we've gone through that.
I'm still saying the photo was such a shade. They care a little. Come on.
So, we have Andy on. But we also have my very good friend that you guys may not have known before, called Valhalla Awaits. Guys, if you're not subscribed to Valhalla Awaits, please do so. Such a lovely, lovely gentleman. I've been on stream with him before. I've known you for a little while now. Thanks to Legal Vices for hooking us up. But yeah, Valhalla Awaits, if we go to you, what's your opinion on Prince Hazza and his birthday for today? Mate, we can't hear you.
My entire purpose of being here today is simply to convince you to take him back. We don't want him. You can have him. He's not welcome. He's not welcome.
Yes, I like this guy.
I can't figure out how to adjust the sound in Zoom, and it's throwing me off because it's coming through.
Valhalla, you are just spot on, Steph. We don't want him here anymore. Go away, Harry.
How would you try and persuade us to take him back?
Well, you made him. It's your fault. Just take him back. That's all.
I like this. I agree. I mean, come on, Princess Diana. It's her son. You're really gonna leave him in the lurch with that wench?
Exactly.
Shouldn't you be like taking him back? You just left him out to rot with that woman. What a disrespect to the royal legacy that is Diana. You guys in the UK should be ashamed of yourselves.
I actually completely agree. 1000% accurate statements coming out of Popcorn Planet over here. I love it.
Just leaving him out for the witch to be just constantly bullied. Imagine what it's like at home. This is your prince.
He ran away in fear. They were fearing for their life.
Madge, you're supposed to be on my side. What are you doing, lass?
Nice to meet you, Madge. Yeah, although, by the way, nice to see you. But he's an abused victim, Steph. I mean, come on. This man has been through so much abuse. And by this woman, I'm joining you, Fahal. I'm in. I'm fully in. We're going to make this happen. How we prove it. Because you're going to let this victim, this poor boy, on his 40th birthday, suffer another year here in Montecito? Like he wants to be there hawking jellies.
You guys haven't treated a British export this bad since Benedict Arnold. Take him back. Take him back.
Oh, do you know all that I heard from all that was just wah, wah, and more wah. Like, no, we've got enough ginger whingers in the UK. We're filled up. You can keep him. Awesome. You can have him. And if you want to deport him to Africa or South America, because he seems to really love it there.
I'm seeing the funniest comment I've ever heard in my life, Steph. Andy needs to be louder.
Oh, hang on. Literally. I see it. Kate Mamina, there we go.
Oh,
Usually I'm too loud. But anyway, they can't hear me. But yes, he's an abused victim. He's the prince. He's Diana's boy, her youngest. And you guys are gonna let him go rot in Montecito with this disgusting, difficult dictator who's making grown men cry?
He's not a boy. He's a man who made his own decision to run away from the UK because he was the spare of the royal heir. He made his choice. He's not a boy. He's 40.
Did he though, or was he sirened by a suit?
seduced.
He was
Seduced by the
seduced
powers of that woman.
of the spicy poontang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spicy.
Oh,
So he
That's
likes
great.
spice. He's not a boy. Diana's boy.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for the £2 sugar buck saying, nope, we don't accept faulty goods. No. In the UK, we do not accept faulty goods. No way. Sarah Arben, happy birthday to Wendy Marino. Hey up, Steph. Oh, happy birthday to Wendy. Oh, hey up. Hope you're having a lovely day. Let's see. Heather, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar buck saying Valhalla epic beard, dude. You too, Andy.
thanks.
Your beards are getting a lot of love right now, guys. I'm just saying.
I grew it myself.
And if you
I'm
want to
so
see
proud
more
of
of
you.
Andy's beard, just as a little bit of a segue, then do make sure you head on over to his channel, Popcorn Palace, for more commentary.
I guess some of your audience is as literal as you. Yes, I'm joking, guys. My God. Well, no, I'm not joking. I don't want him here. But yes, I'm lying to get him back.
You can still keep him. I don't care. You're still keeping him, and that's it. No takesy
Whatever means
backsies.
necessary.
No takesy backsies. No takesy backsies. Now, there's this whole kind of thing going
Don't
on
bring Meghan
where
the birthday inheritance.
That's amazing.
here we go. So
oh, that's so
Did she
good.
throw the party? I've been out of the loop. Was there a party? Do we have new information, Steph?
we don't have any new information or anything like that. All that we know via people, it's a bit boring, but he's spending time with family and close friends, close-knit party, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, so Oprah and all them didn't show up.
Sorry, what was that?
Because I was suspecting because of that Godmothers thing. I was reporting this morning because of everybody in Montecito showed up for that book fair thing, right? The book opening.
No.
I assumed, and she was there, sending invites like, you got to come Sunday to Harry's big birthday party. We're going to be throwing the biggest thing. You would think she's doing that to get those photo ops again at his party. So to me, the story is if they didn't show up, I can't help but assume they were like, no thanks.
Yeah, they couldn't ambush Oprah somewhere to make sure that they found a picture like 5 seconds from her. So sadly, Oprah hid better than we could believe.
I can't turn my mic up. It's all the way up. It's Steph's issue.
Let me turn it up a little bit more on
I don't know
OBS.
why.
There we go.
Is that better? I have a little bit I can add. But anyway, I'm shocked to see. No, I mean, good. I'm glad, but I really expected them to get. I thought they would be able to rope in some Montecito elite to show up, but maybe not. Good to hear.
After the Hollywood Reporter article.
True. My God, was that beautiful?
Yeah, I think when you're at the point of being on the Hollywood Reporter, even Oprah cannot save you anymore.
No, Hollywood Reporter is just really one of the final nails in the coffin, I think. And I think it's going to be the beginning of the end for Megsy when it comes to all this alleged bullying, because they're speaking out more and more. And I've heard through the grapevine that NDAs don't necessarily protect Megsy against allegations of harassment and bullying in the workplace, that they could still technically speak out. So it looks like a lot of that is happening right now. Deb Scott's last, though, thank you so much for the £20 sugar bucks, saying, can Harry come back? The computer says no. P.S. Love Andy. So, yeah, computer says no.
Damn you all.
Computer
Well,
says
can I
no.
announce, Steph, because I know you got a lot of UK viewers, I'm getting the hell out of Harry's country for this week. I'll be out in your country I'll be out in London starting. Well, I'll be there Saturday, the 21st, literally Saturday. It's coming fast, Steph, and I have a lot to still do. But I will be there Saturday. We'll be in Kensington. There's a pub in Kensington near the the Albert Royal Hall. What's it called?
Yeah, the Royal Albert Hall.
I think, yeah, we'll be near there in Kensington. Stay tuned tomorrow. We should have it. We have a place booked, but we're just confirming the last little touches. We should have a venue there near Kensington around 3:30 p.m. on the 21st. So trying to get a couple other guest stars to come. Sadly, Steph has other plans. There's no beef. No. It's unfortunate. I'll come back.
Yes.
But this will be without Steph, but I'll be there, and some others I'm trying to see if they can make it out. But if you are going to come, I'm trying to get some approximate idea. Throw like a UK come in or whatever in the chat so I can see if any of you guys are going to try to make it out. We'll be there, and you'll get a chance to be in my documentary. Woo, exciting. Steph knows what's going on. And it's going to be good. I'm getting more and more excited, and I want to get you guys the whole premise. Let me reveal a little bit if you don't mind, Steph. The whole premise is like, why do we hate them so much? I want to ask the question so I can actually, to every critic of mine who's like, why? I can just hand them this. And then at the same time, I can attempt to show like, I'm not biased. I went and did the homework. I did the research. I talked to people to figure out what the real story was. Just like I'm doing with Michael, I'm going to do it with Harry and Meghan. So I'm excited about this. Stay tuned. And if you want to be, I'm really looking for like fervent UK citizens who want to come and be on camera and explain why you hate them. Now this will be your chance on Saturday. I'll have a camera there. I'll be recording for the documentary, and you will have to sign a release and stuff. But if you want to be in it, don't miss it. Be there like 3:30 in Kensington. We'll have more info this week, but I'm excited. Steph, are you?
I'm really excited. Really excited for the documentary and everything that's been collated and got so far behind the scenes. Yeah, this is going to be really, really good. The MJ one, even more so. Oh, wow. Like what you've got already with MJ and all the information and putting all the puzzle pieces together. The MJ situation is very complicated to try and understand and master when you really don't know the truth of what's going on. But Andy and the team, they're putting it all together in a way that's going to be easy for you all to understand why MJ is innocent. Just don't believe what's really out there a lot of the time because it's just insane. And MTV should hang them their heads in shame. It's the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Awards. Mm-hmm. Let's freaking get it right, okay? Michael Jackson saved
a few
MTV.
Times, though, at least this year.
Sorry, what was that, Andy?
The VMAs this year at least like showed him for the first time in a while. They did celebrate him a little bit, but you're 100% right. It's called the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award, but they're afraid to call it that.
Exactly. And they should show him more respect because he saved MTV. You know what I mean?
I don't know too much about, the factual matters of his guilt or not, but he was an amazing performer. There's no doubt about that. He was a very talented individual.
And the movie is going to be insane, guys. I've been lucky enough to see some of it. I was on set, and it's good. I really was like, you can't make a movie. No one can play Michael. It's going to be a parody, but it's his nephew, and he's totally gets it. I was like, wow. Get ready. Everyone's going to be a Michael fan, and then there'll be some more backlash next year. So that's why I'm timing this to be able to help offset anything that happens. So yeah, thanks for that plug. I'm happy. But today's about Prince Harry and Steph, the Alter Nerd, who we love. And I am excited to be in your country, though. I'm sad I'm going to miss you.
Yeah.
But we'll still make it work, and I'll come back.
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I'm literally going to be out of the country the same time Andy comes in. And when I come back, he's literally leaving on the same day. It's insane. Unfortunate timing.
There was no way to reschedule our schedules once I got a couple of the people I needed in locked in.
Yeah.
So next time.
It is what it is.
There's no beef. My God, they're always trying to think we're beefing.
I know, it's insane. There's no beef. He's my big brother. He is family. That is it. It's just.
Yeah, I mean, my God, dude. If there was a beef, I would have thrown you under the bus when everyone else was, Steph. I mean, come on.
I see no lies.
Exactly, Magic. Exactly.
For life, ride or die.
Booyah!
I always love the not real YouTube drama. People just make stuff up in chat.
There's no drama here. I'm living my best life as a Steph now. we've taken our lashes. We're moving on.
Yeah, we're done.
But I love this community. I did my videos did well, and I got a lot of feedback when I did my last one. It's just my last sort of like addressing nonsense that was out there, because I even hate addressing nonsense. But some people don't know my past, Steph. You know what I mean? But man, there was a lot of nonsense, and yes, I'm still supportive and glad I had your back, and you did the right thing. And everybody, we all make mistakes. No one should continue to bully people for making a mistake, no matter what. So be nice to everybody. We are a community. We ride or die together. All of us. We should be united in our quest to expose and no one else.
And I will always have Andy's back as well, no matter what. So those that are trying to say otherwise, get a cactus, lace it with chili oil, and shove it up your backsides. In the meantime, this is the funniest meme that I've seen for Hazard's birthday.
That's
thanks
hilarious.
to Meghan's towel for this one on Twitter. Duke Doofus is 40, celebrating Meghan's inheritance. So we all know now that he's 40, apparently, allegedly, with the Queen's mother's trust, he is now entitled to get the remaining, I think, like £8 million, which is circa, I want to say $10 million or something along those lines. And there's this theory, conspiracy, whatever, that apparently Megsy was keeping Hazard until this point, until he gets the inheritance, and then soon after she's going to press the button and divorce him and try and get that inheritance for herself. I don't believe that's going to be the case. Megsy can't take that inheritance because it's not classed as community property. I read that on Twitter at one point, and I asked John about it, John Witherspoon, the lawyer that I have on this channel a lot, that you guys love. He said the same thing. It's not community property, so if they get divorced, Megsy actually can't get her hands on the inheritance at all. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's right? Do you think she could still have a chance to get her hands on that inheritance if she pressed the divorce button?
Not legally, but I'm pretty sure she will not start the divorce proceeding until she makes sure that, Harry, you need to give it to me because I know how to invest it.
Mhm.
Harry, you don't forget I need to take care of the kids. So she's gonna take that money. That I believe. She's gonna take the money. But it's not about like legal thing. She's gonna use his emotion.
Yep.
From what I've seen from her, that's how she works. She's gonna give him a golden period where he's gonna think that they're in love and that he should do everything to keep her. And then after she gets the money from him emotionally, that's when she's gonna go after the what did you call it in English?
The inheritance? Oh, the community property.
Yeah, that one. I'm sorry, I'm French,
No,
so
it's cool,
I have
it's cool.
the word in French in my head. But yeah, no.
So
she's gonna take that money. She's gonna take
they're
that
in
money.
California, right? In Santa Barbara.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so California, I do know that California has some really crazy alimony laws. If it's like you have to pay alimony for half of your marriage up to 10 years, right? So if you were married 8 years, then you have to pay alimony for 4 years. But if you hit that 10-year mark, then the judge can basically make an indefinite payment, and they can just have to pay forever. Now, I'm not sure what they would have in place to protect him from that, but I know California typically doesn't.
It's so funny, Steph. If only we had an expert to break this down.
I know, right?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. A little bit of a teaser for the upcoming.
Only we knew a high-profile celebrity divorce lawyer in California who could break down how that would all go down.
Hopefully, I'm not too far off then. Hopefully, I'm not too far off.
I believe in your beard, Valhalla. I think you're right.
You're onto something. I will say you're onto something.
Yeah, right. I just keep thinking this time last year. Wow, what an adventure that was. But this is the thing. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Maggie's right. You know, she might want to or try to manipulate Hazard to be like, oh, you've got all these millions, invest it into American Riviera Orchard or whatever she's going to rename it. She needs to rename it at this point because that whole trademark's just dead in the water when it comes to that name now. She's screwed up there.
What a dummy. How do you...
I agree with Andy. What a dummy.
She must be really, really good at satisfying
weird.
Hazza.
It's weird because like you can steal it. You can't steal a trademark. You actually can't. Like, and when you file for a trademark, you get to show the first version of it. So it's not even like you have to do it right away. Like you can do it later, but you do your homework to know, will I be able to? That's what's so amateur about it. It's like, what on earth was she? It just proves they are absolute morons. And that they have no team in place that actually cares about them, because if they really did, they would have been way more on top of that. And they don't know
listen. They wrote it in the Hollywood Reporter. They probably have people that were saying everything that you were saying, but they don't listen to them. And then Meghan's make grown men cry. They cannot stop her. They cannot help her. She thinks she knows best.
You know what would have been better for
temperament.
Oh, sorry, go on, Valhalla.
I was going to say, she does seem to have the temperament of a whiny toddler most of the time.
They keep saying that she has temper tantrum. They were telling that also in the UK. So you know she's really having the, like, she's doing that.
And you know, if you're having temper tantrums bad enough for the royal family to complain about, it's got to be absolutely god-awful.
Like, there is the man, Prince Andrew, with the teddy bear and order. Like, they're used to temper tantrum.
Right. It's not like you get the silent treatment for an hour. I have a feeling it's a little more intense than that.
Exactly.
You know what doesn't make sense to me with Megxie and her new brand? Why she just didn't relaunch it as the TIG. Everyone knew about it. It was already a brand. She'd already built it up. She could have just relaunched the TIG and just done something else with it. Instead, she has
better than the TIG.
Someone, you know, Steph, I've talked to people who know her. I can't reveal much more, but I will say I had that conversation, and the answer I got, she doesn't like to go backwards. She needs to be above and beyond and classier and bigger. If she just went back,
she's royalty now too.
Thing that wasn't as popular, and it probably wouldn't be as popular. But now she's a whole orchard.
Yeah, we can see it by how she treats her family and her friends. She doesn't go back. She doesn't look back. If she thinks she's better than you and she outgrew you, she's like sayonara. So you can tell that's what she does. She will never go back to the TIG.
Well, I mean, also, what is it? American Riviera? Is that what it is?
So American Riviera Orchard.
No, but the American Riviera is Montecito. I didn't realize she was stealing the slogan to Montecito until the reason she couldn't get it was that. Like, when you really learn the reason she couldn't get the trademark, it's even more nefarious, because she was trying to own, like, I'm trying to think, what's the slogan in London that's similar? Like, you know, like trying to own someone's like little natural logo. That's what she was trying to do. She wanted to own it because there are other entities that were using that as part of their products, implying, this was made here in Montecito. And that's what she wanted to own and trademark, which to me is pretty despicable.
What is she doing with Duchess of Sussex? Can you imagine how Sussex feel for her to always be the Duchess of Sussex, but I'm scared of having an acid attack in the UK? She appropriated that name. Who really thinks about the County of Sussex? We always think about her. She wanted to do the same thing with the American Riviera. Like, she has no respect.
Well, it's Prince Hazard's 40th birthday.
Yeah, we love him.
Bonanza. So, do you know what? Let's go into something that's a little bit more well-known, for better or for worse, his pee-pee. Oh,
in the spicy poontang.
Like, seriously, one of the biggest misadventures of Hazard of all was when he decided to talk about his private parts in Spare. Talking about his Todger down there, bespoke Todger cushion, I'll say there for YouTube Human Reviewer. We've got a detailed description of his pee-pee frostbite. Like, I want to know about the birthday boy, but I don't want to know about him in his birthday suit. Unfortunately, we've got both. And Andy's there like, what have I just got into here?
It's weird because he's like, you know, he had his wee released in those Vegas pics, which I have defended him forever. Like, not my business, not going to talk about it. But then he went and talked about it in his own damn book. Like, dude, what are you doing? Don't talk about your penis. Nobody wants to hear about it, you creep. My
He
God.
wants privacy. He wants privacy.
Talk about his brothers as well, like how he was uncircumcised or something. Like, that's so gross. You don't reveal your brother's like private penis details in a book.
Especially Mr. I want privacy.
Do you do that? Do you reveal your friend's private penis details?
I not that I remember. I can't say no 100%, but I'm pretty confident that I that's you know, off limits territory. We usually leave that alone.
You have taken some substance like Harry, and now you're not sure.
How does that even happen? How do you get frostbite there?
I don't know.
Because if I understand,
if you've got frostbite, Hazard does recommend Elizabeth Arden cream.
yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know where to go with that.
The most famous story that he put in Spare about his pee-pee was when it was frostbitten. And apparently a friend was like, she urged me to apply Elizabeth Arden cream. My mum used that on her lips. You want me to put that on my todger? It's like...
Is that common for men to have frozen todger? Why does your friend know that?
I can't imagine a single scenario where like I would be worried about getting frostbite on my todger, as you say. Like I have no idea how that would happen. Your blood like goes to the core of your body, right? So it's centralized there when you start getting cold. It doesn't make sense that would get frostbite.
But it absolutely confuses me when Harry writes that his pee-pee was a matter of public record and indeed some public curiosity. The press had written about it extensively. There were countless stories in books and papers about Prince William and me not being circumcised. No, there wasn't. There wasn't. It wasn't. His pee-pee was not a matter of public record until he made it public record in Spare.
Is he talking about when he went to Las Vegas?
Wasn't a matter of public record until Hazard wrote about it in Spare. Countless stories in books and papers. If that was the case, then that would have been headline news all over.
He was naked one time in Las Vegas. Is he talking about that?
I love you, Steph, but I'm going to use the Prince Harry penis portion of your show to go be with my kids and not keep talking about his tonsure.
Well, we'll be getting on to the next one in a moment.
But subscribe to Steph and all these beautiful people, and I want to see some super chat love and support of her as she's still here, fighting strong, being the best. Always appreciate you, girl. You know I got your back. Keep me posted. Lovely to meet both you. Please keep them posted. Come on the Palace sometime, please. And I love you all and enjoy. And I hope to see somebody in the UK. Keep talking about his penis, though. Have fun. Bye.
Nice to meet you, Andy.
So much. Love you, man. Bye.
Oh, goodness. That's great.
Keep talking about his penis. I give you my blessing.
Andy's like, yeah, I'm going to spend time with me kids now and stop talking about Hazard's pee-poo. Fair play.
And he said, I have an image to uphold, by God. I'm not sticking around for this nonsense. I'm out of here.
We do have Heather with the $4.99 sugar bucks saying, could have happily gone my whole life without knowing about his todger. Like, why? I know. Like, why? He's saying, oh, it's a matter of public record. People were interested, so that's why I put it in. BS. It wasn't at all. It really wasn't. I think a lot of us would have been happy not knowing anything about that, in all honesty. Wendy
Who told
Marino.
him that? Public record, my PP. Like, who said that to him?
It's definitely
Probably
public
Meghan.
record now, that's for sure.
Yeah,
you
that's
know what I
probably
mean?
something that she was in his ear about. Oh, we should put something in about that. It's, you know, the old adage, sex sells. That sounds like a...
That's not even
Probably.
sex. It's a frozen todger.
Wendy Marino, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership. 14 months, absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate your face. Let's get on to the next roast for Prince Hazard's 40th birthday bonanza. And oh my goodness, when you think of dog balls, you probably think of this story now. I know I do. So as we all know, in the book Spare, Hazard wrote about how he apparently had this fight, this very, very nasty, aggressive fight with Prince William. He alleges that Prince William confronted Prince Hazard in regards to, again, the alleged allegations of Meghan bullying Stef. And the way Hazard tells it, and I'm paraphrasing here, is that Prince William was so incensed and so aggressive that in the end, he basically attacks Hazard, pushes him to the floor. Hazard, with his back, knocks into dog ball, smashes into a million pieces, and well, you know what the royal family's response to all that was? Let's release a Buckingham Palace pet ball.
Oh, it wasn't there before. No.
That's awesome.
Oh, I love the pettiness. Thank you. Can they adopt me? I want to be petty like them.
That's so good.
They also released it after Megxie and had sent Nacho some of the dog biscuits from her brand. And this came up soon after. So to me, it's like King Charles. It's like a double whammy from the royal family. Not only are they roasting Hazard for, this particular story here of, well, you know what, if you're going to moan about being pushed into a dog bowl, well, we're going to monetize you, moron, and we're going to sell pet balls. So not
His
just
mind
that.
is going all over the place.
Yeah.
He's so smart.
So
I love
smart.
him.
So smart. I'm here for it. But it's also a F you to Megxie being like, you want to sell dog biscuits? Well, let me show you how to sell dog paraphernalia right. Booyah. To the point where it's out of stock. I was literally in London a couple of weeks back doing a little bit of research in the castles and stuff like that. And oh my goodness, I went into every single palace shop, right? I could not find that dog ball. It is sold out everywhere. And I went into every single palace shop because, guys, for those that didn't see at the beginning of the stream, I do not have just one bag of Buckingham Palace goodies, but I have 2 bags of Buckingham Palace goodies for you guys that I got at the beginning of August when I was last down there. Why? Well, it's all because I am doing a fundraiser, guys, and it's for the Survivors Trust. I am actually doing a half marathon for the first time ever. First time I'm doing a marathon ever. And I thought, do you know what? Let's do it for a good cause. I launched it with the leaders a couple of weeks ago. Now you all know what's happening. The Survivors Trust is a UK-based organisation providing support and resources for survivors of SA and SV. It's a cause close to my heart because, yes, I am a survivor too. And so anything I can do with my small little platform to help the cause and promote it is exactly what I'm going to do. So for anyone that wants to donate, guys, you can do. The link is literally top of the live chat in the pinned comment. It's also in the description bar below. I will be doing a full fundraising live stream, I think like a week before the marathon itself, where I am going to be raffling off all those goodies. No matter where you are in the world, I'm going to send you those goodies so you all have a chance. We've got corgis. We've got jam. We've got biscuits. We've got royal books, royal cookbooks. We've got so much goodies for you. So, yeah, stay tuned. But if anyone wants to help and anyone's got any spare books, please send it across this way. And just to explain, this is through Streamlabs charity. 100% of your donation goes to the Survivors Trust. Streamlabs charity, first and foremost, does not take a cut out of your donation. The second thing, the money goes directly to the charity. It doesn't come to me, for me then to pass on to charity. There is no middleman in this. The middleman is cut out. Your donation goes straight towards the Survivors Trust. Again, it's a cause close to my heart because I am a survivor myself, and they've been going for decades. And if I knew they were around, they could have helped so much for me. And so for me, it's not only just helping their cause, but hopefully any money that's raised can go towards awareness of their services so other survivors know about it and they can get help as well. So, yeah, just a little bit of goodness there. As Harry likes to say, show up and do good. Well, let's prove to Hazza how you really show up and do
What
good,
an awesome
guys.
organization.
Sorry, what was that, Valhalla?
My bad. I said, what an awesome organization.
Yeah.
What a great thing to have available as a resource.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I mean, a lot of people, when they run marathons in the UK, I find how a lot of them, they'll fundraise for the normal stuff, which is fair enough. They're all worthy causes. No tea, no shade. You got cancer, you got Alzheimer's, ALS, you know, all that lot, right? All good causes, right? I'm not shading them. Absolutely fine. Don't need my permission, but, you know, raise money. Totally. The one I find is lacking in terms of like support when it comes to stuff like this is SA charities like these, because it's such a difficult topic to discuss and it's such a difficult topic to broach for a lot of people. And I understand why. I really, really do. But guess what? It ain't difficult for me to talk about and it ain't difficult for me to broach. And so here we are. We've already gone up $20. We were at $230. We're now at $250. I think if we refresh, we're still probably there at the. Oh my goodness, no, we've just gone up to $280. Wow. Whoever has just donated, thank you so much. Please continue to donate. People are asking in the chat, how can we help? Yeah, literally, how you can help is. Here we go, Deb Scott's last. Yeah, how you can help is go onto the link at the pinned comment right at the top of the chat or in the description bar below and just donate what you can. Every dollar helps. In all honesty, to be fair, if you can't donate, share the link. Sharing the link is just as important, guys. So, yeah, it's all for a good cause. Again, 100% of your donation goes to the Survivors Trust and it goes directly to the Survivors Trust. It don't come to me for me to pass on. It goes direct to the Survivors Trust. So it's totally 100% trustworthy. With that being said, do you know what? Let's discuss some more Hazza news. Yeah, let's roast him a little bit more with this situation. I saw this and I thought of you, Maggie.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I saw this and I thought of you. So, for all those that don't know, let me recap. So about 4 or 5 years ago, Hazza and Megzy do the Oprah interview, and what do? Essentially, they accuse the royal family of being racist. They say that there were someone in particular that was particularly racist, apparently, during Megzy's first pregnancy with Archie.
Yes, the person
questioning
did
the colour
the
of the
terrible
skin.
sin of being curious.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Now, this is the thing, right?
Terrible.
Terrible.
But
Have you ever dared to ask, what would a baby look like? How dare you? Don't ask that.
I know. Who does that? Right? Now, this is the thing. When all the articles came out after Oprah interview, it was all about, someone in the royal family's racist. Megzy and Hazza have just accused someone in the royal family of being racist. Who's the quote royal racist, this, that and the other? Now, Megzy and Hazza are very, very quick off the mark through their spokesperson, right, to try and correct stories. Oh, this ain't true, or this ain't true, or this ain't true, or this ain't true, right? However, they didn't do that when all those headlines went worldwide, Hazza and Megzi, the royal racist from the Oprah interview, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 right? Guess what? A couple of years later, when Hazza's confronted, oh, no. It's unconscious biasness. We never said racist. We didn't accuse them of racism. No, it's unconscious biasness. Well, their silence was implicit
enough for
fighting
unconscious bias.
Yeah. But my point, Maggie, is that their silence after the Oprah interview, when all those headlines came out, the royal racist, the royal racist, the royal racist, their silence was implicit enough. Even when last year Endgame came out, and through that Dutch version, it said in there that it were King Charles and Princess Catherine, which I don't believe for a second. But Scobie named them in his book as being the royal racists. Not once did Hazza and Megzi turn around and say that ain't true. It's not even racism anyway. It's unconscious biasness and blah, blah, blah.
It's curiosity. Okay. And I don't care who asked that question. And I understand what you're saying when you say, oh, Flux.
Flux.
Flux is coming in, guys. Carry on though, Maggie.
Yeah, no, it's just to say they accepted 2 prizes, like the Kennedy Award and an AACP award, because they fought racism in the royal family. And then now they're fighting unconscious bias, and they're letting their family be called racist. And be racist for what? Because Meghan is straight out of Compton? Or again, because Meghan is, I'm sorry, I'm going to go there because I'm just going to say it. Meghan is the racist one, okay? It's not the royal family. There is a royal racist. She is the royal racist. Because why is she mad that someone could believe that she could produce a black kid? Because Meghan Markle did everything in her power to remove the blackness from her face. She skin bleach. She puts her hair straight as if that hair came straight out of her head like that.
Okay,
she does everything.
Let me just interject there, Maggie. Okay.
Yeah.
You accusing her of skin bleaching. This is opinion conspiracy theory, whatever. Okay.
No, that's a fact because you can see it in the picture. But I understand it's a theory. But as a black person who has family who does skin bleaching, I recognize it because I have family who does it.
Okay. Okay, Maggie, this is what I'm going to say then. That is your opinion.
Yeah,
I respect
that's my
your
opinion.
But respectfully, I disagree.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool. You see, guys, we can respectfully disagree. Shock horror! Oh my
Why
goodness.
would we be mad about that? She did so much else. Her nose, her hair, calling her mom her nanny every time. Why is she calling her mom a nanny? Because nobody could believe that black woman could give birth to Meghan. I don't need the skin bleaching. The skin bleaching is whatever as an argument.
I've never heard anybody call their mom nanny before. Like that's not a colloquial for a region that I've ever heard of. You know what I mean?
No, she's just doing the mammy stereotype. There's a big stereotype in the black community where, like, I don't know if you know Gone with the Wind, the mammy. It's like, oh, the black woman is there to take care of the white child and that's it. And that's what she's doing to her mom. She keeps on making sure that we know nobody would believe that a black woman will give birth to her. And then after, when someone wonder if her kid could have any black, she's offended by that. Thank God for Lilibet. Blue eyes and blonde hair. That's all I have to say about her unconscious bias.
Well, before we crack in even further, you may have noticed Flux is in the room. Hey,
hello, Flux.
My lovely friend Flux, if you're not subscribed on YouTube, get it done now. But yeah, Flux, we are talking about this whole thing of in the Oprah interview, as you may have known, Hazza and Megzi, they created this madness of the royal racist, that someone was questioning the colour of the unborn baby Archie's skin, and that made them racist, blah, blah, blah. But then years later, Hazza's like, oh, no, we don't accuse him of racist. We accuse him of unconscious biasness. I mean, what's your thoughts on all of that, love?
You're muted.
Flux, you muted, love. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Sorry, technical
took me a
issues,
minute.
guys.
If this is your first time using Zoom, Flux, down in the bottom left-hand corner, there's a mute icon. I had to reset my mic and speaker settings when I got in. It took me a minute to figure it out. Nope.
If you go, let me see, bottom left-hand corner, there's a microphone. There's an arrow on that button. Click on that arrow and you can assign like the microphone and the speakers. Just make sure you're assigning your microphone and speaker to it. Can anyone
We're
lip
professionals,
read?
you guys.
Go,
Can anyone
Flags,
lip
go.
read?
We do this all the time.
Oh yeah, guys, you've no idea. Someone's asked for Flux's channel, so let me just pop that in the chat right now.
I'm doing it right now. Oh,
There we
no,
go.
no,
That's
never
in the
mind.
chat for you. Whilst Flux is sorting out her audio situation, but so yeah, Valhalla. When you saw that Hazza was like, oh, it's unconscious biasness. It's not racism at all. We didn't call it racism, blah, blah, blah.
I think it's just damage control at this point,
Valhalla,
right? They knew
you
what they
there?
were doing. Yeah, can you hear me?
What's going on
Yeah.
now?
Everybody else can hear me? Okay.
Can you hear
No,
me?
Flags, we cannot hear you.
I can't
Wow.
hear anyone. Oh my goodness.
I can hear.
Guys, if you can hear me, I'm going to end the Zoom call. I'm going to do a new one and I'll send you the links, okay? Thumbs up if you can
Okay.
hear me, yeah? All right. Give me a moment. Let's do that. Let's end it. End the meeting. Go here. Sorry, guys. Just one moment. Looks like there might be a problem at Zoom's end, but let's restart it all. That's really strange. And then let's go here. Copy invite link. Everyone on the live stream, stay exactly where you are. We're not done. We are really not done. Let me just send the new Zoom link to everyone. And Valhalla. See? Technical gremlins, guys. Technical gremlins. Do you know what? It's probably Megsy trying to shut it down right now. Not liking the notion that we're talking about Hazard's PP. But guess what? He made it public record. It wasn't public record at the time, but he's made it public record now. So, you know. And everyone that's like, oh, but what about the Vegas pictures, this, that, and the other? No one was talking about his PP in the Vegas pictures. No. Really, they weren't. So there we go. Let's see. Let's have a look. Go here. Yeah. I'll just wait for everyone to come back in. See, a lot of you have subscribed to my guests already. Thank you so much for that. You know, I'm getting more comfortable now and more confident actually having guests in and just having fun on live streams. So thank you so much for bearing with me on that. Here we go. Valhalla awaits. Let's get you in. Okay. Let me know when you've connected to the audio and then try and speak.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
What is going on? Do you know what? It's something
No.
on my end. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I think my computer's knocked it out. Hang on. Try it now, mate. Hang on. Try it at G34. Hang on. Try it.
You guys can still hear me talk? Can you hear
Yeah,
me
I
now?
can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Absolutely.
All right, perfect. Okay, something's just happened with my soundboard, so I'm going to have to look at that a little bit later on. Let's just get everyone else in, and then I'll get you guys on screen. Sorry if the quality of the sound has changed a little bit, guys, that are watching. I've had to change the audio channel to something else for this to work. But yeah, let me just share screen as well. Get you guys back. There we go. Pop you in there. See.
Okay.
Can you hear me yet?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can hear you now.
Oh my God, I was so
Yay!
excited. Yes.
Yay! Okay, good. Oh, good. I was nervous.
Yeah,
computer
no,
What's
do you
in
know
the
what?
house?
It was my
bringing the
end.
tech issues.
It was my end. For some reason, it's just completely screwed up my audio channel on my Rodecaster Pro. So I'm gonna look into that afterwards. Apologies, guys. But we're back
No
now.
worries.
We're back. We're back.
Yay.
So, with
This
that being
is-
said, yeah, before we're rudely interrupted by the technical gremlins, please make sure with Flux coming in that you are subscribed to her. Wonderful dear friend of mine. I'm so glad that I'm more confident now in having my friends on my channel and that we can just have
Me
a
too.
chat and a laugh.
Oh yeah.
Because, I was a bit scared thinking I wasn't good enough and things like that. But
What?
Oh no, girl.
okay. We're okay.
Come on, girl. No.
We're okay now.
Good.
Jeffrey Crownwell, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership for the last 4 months. Really appreciate your face. Thank you so much for that.
Nice.
But yeah, in the meantime, let's go back to what we were talking about. So this whole thing of Hazard essentially in the Oprah interview turning around and saying, oh, royal racist alongside Megxie because they did nothing to combat the headlines about the royal racist soon after the Oprah interview, and then soon after again after Endgame when Omid's going to be named King Charles and Princess Catherine, which I do not believe for a second. So, Flux, going back to you, what are your thoughts on this whole Hazard backtracking saying it ain't racism, it's unconscious biasness?
It's stupid because when did unconscious bias even become a part of the English language? Like, that is a new term. So you're not going to be like, oh yeah, no, that's what we meant. Yeah, no, like,
In
no.
his defense in the Oprah interview, he did say unconscious bias. I'm
Yeah.
obsessed with the Oprah interview. I've read it too many times.
No. But Maggie, this is my point here. He can say unconscious biased in the Oprah interview. But the point I'm making is they did nothing to combat the headlines that went around the world upon multiple mainstream media outlets saying Hazard and Megxie have accused the royal family of racism. Who's the royal racist? This, that, and the other.
That's what gives them power. That's what gives them power. The race card is the most dangerous weapon Meghan Markle has.
Well, and it's really easy to get that sympathy. If you don't say anything, you look more like, no, we're just not going to say anything because no, like we're not getting involved, but you want to get involved in like 30 million other different things. And you just it's stupid because you want the sympathy then, but looking back you're like, nah. No, it's okay.
No, they still want the sympathy. That's why in the handbell game, they still were talking about it because they know that is how they can hurt the royal family. They hurt the reputation of the royal family and of the UK by doing that.
Even like I don't know. I don't know if it's the same over in the UK, but the race card here doesn't have the same effect anymore because it's been played so often.
Maybe in your circle, but look at Hollywood.
I feel like even
Look at Star Wars. Look at everything that they are doing right now. Of course, the race card has a lot of currency there.
But yeah, like I think people are starting to like over the past couple months, I think people are really starting to kind of get over this whole okay, like let's calm down. It's not everything is the race card. At least
I
that's I
agree.
mean, and so
I
I think
agree.
I'm hoping that it starts to like pull back a little, but
It came into the imagination. I don't know if you know there is a girl on YouTube that I really like that's called Stephanie So. Like she does like true crime and stuff like that. One time she just said really casually, oh yeah, we know how they are in the royal family, like you know how they saw Meghan. It's now in the lexicon of people.
really?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
That's why I know. That's why I keep on talking about the race card with Meghan, because this is the most powerful weapon that she has against the royal family, but she's the racist one. She doesn't have unconscious bias. She has self-hate. We have seen that 1,000 times in the Black community. She's not a mystery. That's why I keep on talking about and being like, curiosity is not racism. It's not unconscious bias. Okay. It's just curiosity. And the person, why is Meghan mad about it? Why is she happy that Lilibet has blonde hair and blue eyes? But why is she mad at the idea that her kid could be darker? Why?
I don't know if it's like self-hate or
It is
just
self-hate.
is it all just that playing the perpetual victim act?
No, she has self-hate. That's why she's convinced that she's a white woman. That's why she's offended when you say that she's straight out of Compton. Why is she offended? Because Compton is a city that is associated with Blackness.
And my dad worked in Compton. It wasn't so terrible.
During the daytime, maybe.
But that's why she was mad,
yeah.
because anything that reminds her that she has Black ancestry, that's why she's gonna. Did you see the Netflix documentary when she spent one episode saying how white passing she is and that she never had to think about race in America? When in America there was Jim Crow, segregation, racial tension are a thing in America. They were not a thing in the UK. In the UK, they were more about classism. That is not their issue. She brought an American issue into the UK to hurt the UK and the royal family. And then in America, she's going to act as if me, a little kid in the 80s with an afro, and she was darker when she was younger. She may have paled with age, which is not a thing that happened. We get darker with age. Okay, but she was darker. She had a broader nose because her Markle nose on her face looked like a Black nose. But now she wants to act like, I never had to think about it. Then why do you straighten your hair?
Because it.
I do have to point out that, certain hairstyles don't necessarily define exactly
no, they don't
what
define
you're
you, but it talks about her mentality when you take it with everything. Because
I don't disagree.
element, yeah, exactly.
I don't disagree. I don't know, right? I don't know that much about it, but I don't disagree with you. I do know though that it was very much a weapon that she used.
It's a weapon. It's a weapon.
It was very much a weapon at the time of that interview, and it could have been stopped. It could
it's
have
still
gone
a weapon.
But they let it continue. They let it persist, and now I think he's just simply doing damage control and attempting.
No, why bell hand game?
What's that?
Bell hand game, like what is it with Omid Scobie?
What are those words?
Omid Scobie, the dude who wrote the last book about their struggle and said who was the royal racist.
Oh, yeah.
That came out not so long ago. That was after the unconscious bias. Why are they bringing that back into the imagination? It did a big deal. Like there were so many articles written about it because they're gonna milk that race card until the royal family. I don't know what they want to do, but to think that they cannot use the race card still, while Meghan Markle in their CBC interview was talking about, I have so much more thing to say about the royal family. She's going to use the race card because it's easy.
Well, yeah, especially in
and
this
there's
situation.
no defense against it.
Yes, there are defense. there are
is a
defense that unfortunately white people cannot do, but
Oh.
as a black person, I'm like, I see your self-hating ass. Get the. Huh? You're not gonna go accuse and like. Can you imagine trying to hurt someone with the part of you that you hate?
Well, it's caused her a lot of pain, right? And so she's going to use it to cause other people pain, I guess would
She
be
may
the logic leap there, right?
she may have had a lot of pain when she was younger, and now she has deluded herself into believing that she will be a white passing kid. Lol. Okay, but
Lol.
I'm so sorry. I am a millennial and I'm a French, so lol.
I love it. I love it.
I love it too. I can't even be mad because I'm right there with you on that one. Lol.
I'm like, yeah, this is when I look at her, I'm like, you're such a joke talking about the UK. The UK had more slave. Oh, Stephen Lawrence, the UK killed that black man. Did you not watch the Netflix documentary? It was just trying to paint the UK and the royal family as racist as possible and say that she's a white passing woman, that her mom was her nanny and her mom is stupid. And that brown and beige don't go well on black people's skin tone. Yeah, she's a weirdo.
I got nothing on that one.
No, when I heard that, I was like, first of all, brown and beige goes extremely well with my skin tone. And
That's what I was thinking. Like, no, I've seen some pretty.
yeah,
no.
exactly. But and she always wear brown and beige. Why is she saying that? Because I'm not one of you. That's what she's telling us. I can wear brown and beige because it goes well with my skin tone, but black people, they cannot. It doesn't go well with them. And why?
You're good at picking up the subliminal
Oh,
messaging.
yes.
That goes way over my head. That's
because I'm a black woman. And when I look at her, when she was saying that in South Africa, people were rejoicing in the street. What is that? That's a white savior narrative, as if we had nothing to do, black people, but be like, hum salah himseo, while watching Meghan Markle. People were rejoicing in the street like when Nelson Mandela came out of prison. That's racist. She really thinks we're savages here to like adore her. That's why the Sussex Squad keep on saying that I'm a white woman with the most beautiful black fish that will ever be seen.
The Sussex Squad's are morons, but oh my goodness, I didn't
a
know
white woman.
that they were more moronic than I could have ever have thought. Calling you a white woman.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna call me Uncle Tom. I thought they were gonna say, "Oh, you're trying to like you're betraying your race." Nah, you're a white woman. I'm like, what?
Wow. Well, before we continue any further, Jeffrey Crownwell, thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks. Ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. Appreciate it. Linda Glass, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership. Saying, love you, Stef. Thanks for the live. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. Apologies for the audio hiccup earlier on. Got it fixed now, so that'll do for me. Let's see what else you guys are saying. So, yeah, Kate Mariner has a good point here. Do you think Megzy and Hazza have a god complex?
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why do you think that?
I honestly,
oh, yeah.
I'm not sure that you could grow up in the royal family and not, right? Like, because life is so absolutely different than anything we experience. I don't know how you could make it as to an adult without developing a god complex.
Yeah, I mean, you're told like from literal birth, like you are special and you are different and above like literal common people. So I can't imagine you don't have some type of complex.
That's for sure. You can see it in African Park. African Park is an organization that's literally telling the people that live there, we know what to do with your land better than you, so go away or we will torture you for that. If that is not the summum of God complex, to go somewhere and tell the person, I know what to do with your land, you do not know.
Didn't they do that in South Africa a few years back?
They do that a lot of places.
They do that so many times. I agree with Flux.
They do that a lot of places. No, we know better than you. Go away.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Now everybody's gonna starve because we don't know how to grow food.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, like they have such a god complex. And Meghan, Harry, I guess, like you were saying, like it could come from his upbringing. Her, it comes from the power of the spicy poontang. I don't know, man. Okay,
She's
she's
got
like,
pretty privilege for sure.
There's some
she's like
power
that
there, I
spicy.
tell you. There is some
No, I
power
think she
there.
does. I think she does acrobatic. Like,
I mean, there's definitely pretty privilege there, but I just think it's who she is as a person. And
Mhm.
like, okay, so when you think about it, there are certain people that go into Hollywood. It takes a certain type of personality to go and to persist.
Mhm.
And she has that persistent personality, we'll say. I just think she has that personality trait.
Yeah, that entitlement, because it's not even like she went to Hollywood, saw that she was not such a good actress, and took classes. Nah, she's just like, nah, I'm already good.
Just showed up. Well, that
What
was her
up?
first
I'm
like big
here.
gig, right? Her first big gig in Hollywood was the suitcase thing with Let's Make a Deal. It was literally be as beautiful as humanly possible. That was the job description.
And but you don't know what that type. So like, I grew up in Orange County, so like obviously being a kid from the suburbs of Hollywood, you go to
Gross.
Hollywood and you do Hollywood things. Like the amount of rejection, it puts you through some, and that one, like when you get to that point where it's like, yeah, you are being chosen for your looks above all of these people, it puts you up there. It like it it does something to your brain, and I don't know what it is, man, but some people deal with it well, and some people, like you give them a little bit of power and whoosh, there they went.
You know, beauty privilege is real. It's a thing. Like
Mhm.
the two
100%.
people I can see that it's her and Amber Heard. I was like,
Mm.
the spicy puntang was spicy puntaning because I don't understand.
I want to get a sound clip of you saying that because it's amazing.
And she's gonna be mad because I'm stealing his
Outstanding.
word.
It's good.
And do you think that they have an unhealthy savior complex?
Did you see the thing with the cesta bag?
Yeah.
I'm
That
not
tells you.
familiar.
With the what?
The Cesta collection, because Meghan endorsed basically something that was called poverty, PORN. So it was like two white women going to Rwanda, exploiting the people from Rwanda and saying, look how nice we are, we're helping them. And Meghan was like, yes. Yeah, queen, yeah.
They're literally,
Who's the-
essentially, the story goes, the Sesta Collective, you go on their website and their bags are going for like $600, $700, $800 a piece, right? But they're only paying these Rwanda women like dollars. That's it.
Oh.
That's
So
it.
they're just exploiting labor. Or
Correct.
labor?
Which,
Probably. Well,
surprise,
Mhm.
surprise. a
You
lot
should
of
have
these.
seen the picture, the two white women sitting on a bench and all the little black women just looking at them like that. I was like, oh my God, what is this?
anybody look into missing children reports in the area?
Exactly.
But it's like, when you see what happened in Nigeria and you see what happened in Colombia, and it's almost as if they tried to set them up to be the saviors. We're here to save you. Archewell
yeah.
Foundation is here to save you. This is what we're going to do for your school here. This is what we're going to do for your school there. Well, guess what? They turn around and they say, right, we're pledging to do this. Yeah, we've heard that before. Amber
Yeah, the
Heard.
pledging word again.
Yeah,
The pledging
exactly.
word.
They're pledging, but where's the actual donation? Where's the actual follow through? Because I'm
Most
not
of the
seeing it
money goes
whatsoever.
again. I've seen it. It's going to organization to write report about freedom of speech. No, I'm serious. Go check it out. Like the purpose report and the driver digital report. No, I'm
Well,
serious.
it's all a write-off, right? That way they can hide money and tax deductions,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's
Oh
got
yeah, they keep a lot of money for themselves from
Allegedly.
it's
the grant that
certainly,
they
in my
receive.
opinion, it's certainly, in my opinion, not something that they're doing from like a generous heart point of view, right? Like they're not actually out there trying to help these people. It's got financial benefits, it's got image benefits.
Yeah, social benefits. It's got a
Yeah.
lot.
Mm.
Well, they gave drum to Colombia.
Cool.
Yeah. Drums. Yeah. We're going to come and we're going to save your country. 50% are in poverty. You've got, think like 50%, what is it? 30% are like on the poverty line and 20% are on like the extreme poverty line. Somewhat along those lines. I did a video on it a few weeks ago and gave you the stats and showed you the receipts on that. So you got Megzy and Hazard coming to Colombia. 50% of the population are either on the poverty line or the extreme poverty line. They're like, we're going to save you. Archewell Foundation's going to be the answer to all your problems. All your worries about getting food on the table, roof over your head, clothes, a job. We're going to sort it out. And guess what they do? They give them freaking drums.
They
That's
say music
insane.
is the food of the soul or something like that.
Do you know? No. Maggie, check this. Do you know what food of the soul is? Food! It's food! It's not that difficult or freaking hard, okay? To figure out that the food that people need is actual food, not freaking drums. Even if the drum bit at the top is like pigskin and it's all that, they're not going to eat that.
Well,
no.
you know, they do say that playing music near plants helps them grow.
I
think I'd rather have a
imagine the children
chicken.
next to the plant.
It's gonna yield double the food that it would have.
Dude, I
Yeah.
would have much rather had chickens. Like, why didn't the royal family bring them chickens? That would have been way better. You get eggs, you get meat. It's a way better idea.
Drums
Do
are
you know what?
forever. The chicken's gonna die.
But no.
Stupid.
Check this out, right? Do you know what? They should have kept the drums for themselves then because Megzy needs them for all the strawberries that she needs to grow. For the amount of jam that she'll need to sell through a freaking brand, whatever that's going to be called at this point. She needs the drums more than the freaking Colombians. What the Colombians need is food, a roof over their head, a job, clothes, and
water and
freaking
electricity.
stability. Drums ain't that.
Thank you.
And all this
I
thing
mean,
about
not even guitar, drums.
yeah,
Drums.
drums.
And
And
at least give them guitars.
Give them something modern. Drums.
but no. Check this out, guys. So during the Colombian trip, they do a couple of speeches. This is an example of read the freaking room, bozos, because they do a speech on mental health online, on social media. Protect your mental health on social media, this, that, and the other. Yeah, I don't think that's high on the priority list of an everyday Colombian. Where again,
Right.
50% of them are either on poverty line or the extreme poverty line. You think they give an absolute rat's ass about the quote toxicity on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and the rest of them? They don't give a toss about that. Yet Hazard and Megzy fly in and they're like, we're the saviors. Archewell Foundation is the answer to all your freaking problems when it comes to social media and apparently drums. You can't make this shit up. It's like,
See,
what is this?
This
What
is
is
like,
this mess?
why do they not have people who are like based in reality? That's like, hey, let's let them know what the common people want and need, so that you know they don't come across as pretentious saviors. Oh, I don't know. Like, why don't they have advisors for that kind of stuff? They
They
should.
couldn't listen. Meghan Markle
mean-
only listened to herself, and she thinks she's really, really, really smart with her
But it's
wrinkled clothes.
There's
Oh,
so-
there's a better answer to that, Maggie.
What is
Flux.
the answer?
Flux. No. Listen up here. Listen very carefully, because I'm going to rock your world at this point. All right? All those that actually have a foot in reality and talk sense, they're leaving. They're quitting. So far, over about 4 years, they've had about 18, 19 staffers quit. Their chief of staff quit on them only days before the Colombian tour. Absolutely unheard of. The chief of staff to quit before an international tour. So you're turning around and you're saying, where are the people that are trying to talk sense to him? Where are the people that are trying to give him a hard sense of reality and be like, guys, you got to do it this way instead of that. That's BS. This is reality. Do it this way. Because they all keep leaving.
Thank you, Flex.
They all keep leaving. Because ultimately, the rumours go that Meghan and Harry are just a nightmare to work with. As Maggie was saying, they're not listening. They think they know best. Allegedly, Megsy's bullying them, harassing, and all this lot, making their lives hell whilst they're in the job. Well, yeah, they keep leaving. That's why. Well, all the sane ones, they're buggering off because they've got enough sanity to be like, yeah, we don't need this madness. Bye-bye.
That's a fair point.
How big is their staff, roughly?
Now or then?
Well, typically, it was bigger than it is today. That's for sure.
I'm like, they have lost a lot lately.
Well, let's put it this way. If I'm not mistaken, on their recent Archewell Foundation tax form, there were 4 people that were paid.
Yeah.
Hazard and Megsy aren't, but there were 4 people on the payroll just for Archewell Foundation. Which, by the way, Megs is all about equality for females, this, that, and the other. Well, where's the equality for the female executive when the male executive is getting paid like 2-3 times more than her? Just putting it out there.
They have the same position. They have the same
position as well.
She's paid $92,000. She's paid $92,000. The woman, it was Shona Knapp, and the man is James Holt.
Yeah,
that has so many bonus and so many things weird going on with him. He's paid $232,000, and a man, and a man, and another man who had less, like a lesser position than the woman. He was paid $140,000.
Equality at work, yo.
Equality, feminist. Well, when she was 11 years old, she saved us all.
Wow, that is a wage gap. Holy cow.
It's ridiculous. When you look at the financial paper that are really boring, like, you learn things about Archewell that you may not have wanted to learn.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, and the other thing as well to blow your minds, if you didn't know about this, Hazard and Megsy admit on the tax form that they only dedicate 1 hour a week to Archewell Foundation. That's it. So all their thing of show up and do good, well, when you're only literally dedicating 1 hour per week to your charity and your foundation, how much really showing up and doing good are you really doing?
I put more effort into my YouTube channel than that. Jesus.
Right?
Right? We have been on a live with Stef for how long?
Right?
We work harder.
Yeah, I've put more into Stef's YouTube channel than that.
To be fair, that's more work than Joe Biden has put into being president.
Ouch, Joe Biden doesn't even know when he's supposed to go working, okay? He's like, oh,
dude, Joe Biden, no. Let's be real here. Joe Biden doesn't even know that he's on planet Earth. I don't even think he knows where the White House is. I don't even think he knows where he is at this point. I'm sorry, but
I think making him work is elder abuse.
Girl, that's what we're all saying.
Should be. So to kind of recap and make sure my math checks out, if they've got 4 people on staff and they've replaced 18 or 19 over the last 4 or 5 years, that's like a 400 to 500% turnover rate.
Yeah,
that is insane.
But the 4 people are the highest paid, so that the people that keeps on leaving, they are paid peanuts. If a co-executive female is paid $92,000. Imagine the PA to have Meghan scream at them.
Yeah, no, they're all gone. Yep, Bye.
Oh, longtemps. Excuse-moi. Yes, big time.
I wish I
Holy
knew more
cow.
French.
Yeah, the French came out. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. I did French at GCSE when I was like 14, 15, 16 years old. I pretty much forgotten all of it. I just didn't. I couldn't get on with it. Spanish was my kind of jam because it's very similar to Italian. So it was easier for me to kind of pick up. But yeah, so that's
I learned
that.
English because of George R.R. Martin. I love Game of Thrones way too
Oh,
much.
that's awesome.
No, for real. I had my little
Yes.
dictionary, English to French.
Wow.
That's outstanding.
That's awesome.
I couldn't okay, so a little bit of a segue here, a bit of a tangent. So one of my best mates who I've known since high school, up Llama, she lent me her full box set of Game of Thrones. It hadn't finished at that point, so I think it was like from seasons 1 to 7 or something along those lines anyway. I couldn't get past the first episode. So just to explain, so anything on TV or film that depicts SVSA, anything like that, I can't watch it. It's triggering. And for those that don't
might
know,
not be
it's
the
because
show
I am
for
a
you.
survivor of SASV. It is what it is. That's the reality of it. And so when I see it literally visually in front of me, I just can't handle it. Some people can. I can't. It is what it is. And the first episode, I don't even remember who the characters are, but I can describe them. They're on this balcony, faraway land. They're looking out onto the sea. There's this lass, long blonde hair.
Daenerys.
Cersei Lannister.
No, Daenerys when she got married to Khal Drogo.
Yep.
And then
Oh.
you've got this boy, this
Oh my God, we're
male
such
that
nerds.
comes out, and their brother and sister.
Oh,
And
nope. Those are the Lannisters.
He then undresses her and starts fondling
No,
her.
it's
I'm
the
like,
Targaryen, Viserys and Daenerys.
I'm
Yep.
like, no,
Mhm.
no. We're turning this off now. Goodbye. No.
That was a very awkward moment. Yep.
I
Yeah.
just couldn't. I was like, no, I'm out. Goodbye. I knew that there was some SVSA, but I
Yeah.
thought it would have been quite minimal. Oh, no. Right
No,
off the
that's
bat of
nothing.
the first
I'm happy
episode
you
of the
left.
first season, and I was like, no, I'm out. I gave that box set back as quick as I could at that point. I was like, Llama was like, you finished it already? I'm like, oh yeah, I finished it. Just not in the way you think. No.
Exactly.
Game of Thrones not for me.
Yeah, that one might not be for you, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
I just like the realist. It's just the first time I've read something with character that seems almost human. They have flaws. They're not perfect.
It's
Like
a great
I'm so
story.
used to the good guy and bad guy. It was just like
And that's like the worst part about like, so with Drogo and
Can I
Drogon.
interrupt real quick?
Yes.
Excuse me for just a second. I'll be back momentarily.
Yeah, not a problem, Valhalla. Go for it, mate.
Because like at first, like the start of the relationship, like she's sold to him as his bride. It's like so terrible. But like the relationship develops and it's like they're a power couple and it's awesome. And so I have like such conflicted feelings because I'm like, this is kind of terrible, but also they're an awesome power couple now. So like it worked out.
I don't know why in the show they decided to do it like that, because normally you don't go become a power couple with the guy who, you know.
Yeah.
But in the book they do become a power couple, but that never happened. It was
Yeah.
consensual.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know why they did. I think D&D had a kind of a thing for sexual.
Yeah, I don't like them. They are terrible people and they deserve to never write or direct anything in Hollywood ever again for as long as humanity is a thing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
No, I don't know why they add use like not necessary SA and SV, like the Daenerys Viserys scene didn't happen in the book.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Yeah, there were certain things I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about this. Okay. Weird.
But yeah, we understand why. But that's
Yep.
the thing that made me speak English. That's how I can speak to you right now.
That's awesome. That's so dope.
Well, at least I can thank Game of Thrones for that one. P. Wookie, though, thank you so much for the $2 sugar buck, saying wishing has an awakening. I don't think there's any awakening for Hazza, but yeah.
Maybe did you see his face in Colombia? How mad he was sometimes with her?
Yeah. I did a video on it. He was peeved with her. He was not happy.
Yeah.
She interrupted him at one point, and you could see, like, he was like, what the hell, lass? Like, yeah, he wasn't happy. But for those, from what we were discussing with Game of Thrones, guys, for those that don't know, I am fundraising for the Survivors Trust. I'm doing a half marathon next month, my first ever marathon, and I thought, you know what, I might as well do it for a good cause. And it is a cause close to my heart because, unfortunately, I am a survivor of SV and SA. And if only I knew that this was here back in the day when I was suffering. They've been going on for decades. Thank you so much to everyone that's clicked on the link that's pinned right at the top of the live chat or in the description bar below. We've got up to $280 so far. That's absolutely amazing. Can we get to $300 by the end of this stream? Guys, we may soon find out. But if you can't donate, not a problem. Share the link far and wide. Sharing is just as valuable as well, guys. And yeah, stay tuned for next month because, yeah, around about the week before, we'll be doing a big major fundraising drive. And I've got some raw goodies to give away and to raffle off. So it's going to be so much fun. But yeah, some more support coming through. Thank you so much to DA for the $1.99 sugar box, and my favourite, the Ginger Doggy Finance moment. Now, for those that don't know, Flux, Valhalla, you might be still watching. Let me explain to you. This is a ginger doggy. The heart's coming from the tail. When you lift the tail from a doggy, what's directly underneath? The butthole. Therefore, this is a ginger doggy fighting arts moment. You'll never be able to ever unsee it ever again. You're very welcome. So yeah, thank you so much to DA for that. Appreciate your face. Lisa, thank you so much for being a badass mod and sharing the fundraiser link far and wide. We were talking about the Archewell Foundation earlier on. Their motto is to show up and do good. Well, let's show Hazza and Megsy how we really show up and how we really do some good. And please click on the link and donate anything that you can. Linda Glass says, you're actually doing proper charity work, Steph. Well done. Well, thank you so much for that. I'm doing my little bit that I can to a cause that's close to my heart and a cause that really, really, really desperately needs it. As far as I'm concerned at this point, one of the smaller charity SVSA charities in the UK. So I thought, you know what, I'll do my little bit to try and lift them up and get them some funds that they really do desperately need, guys. And so, yeah, there you go. Show up, do good, and, you know, let's crack on with it, right? And for those that also don't know, this is via Streamlabs charity. I say that because 100% of your donation goes to the charity. So in this case, the Survivors Trust. Streamlabs charity does not take a cut whatsoever. Even better than that, there is no middleman. So 100% of your donation goes straight to the Survivors Trust. It don't come to me to then have to send over to Survivors Trust. Oh, no. I don't see any of this. Shouldn't need to either. Go straight to the Survivors Trust. So you know it's going straight to where it needs to be. And that's it. 100% trustworthy, guys. Wendy Marino, thank you so much for the $1.99 sugar bucks. And my favourite again. The Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. Looks like we've got a Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment train going on at the moment. So thank you so much for that. Welcome back to Valhalla, to the live stream.
It did just dawn on me while I was gone, and I was watching and listening. But I don't think you are really being all that charitable at all, Steph. You didn't even bring them drums. Like, what are you doing with your charity donations?
I didn't bring a what?
Drums. They need drums. That's how you're charitable. You got to bring drums.
Do you know what? Me butt is big enough to be the drums. How about that? My butt can be the bongos. Bum ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba da bum bum. Like, oh, I tell you
Oh, that
something though.
just-
Actually, maybe not so much anymore because I'm really, really proud of this. I started Slimming World a couple of weeks ago because I'm
Slimming-
actually medically considered fat and overweight because I've got a BMI of
Oh, welcome to the club.
27. I know.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. So medical
We're
science is officially
all
calling me
F-
fat, and I'm not having that. So I joined Slimming World a couple of weeks ago. I started off at 68.8 kilos. I'm now at 64.2 kilos.
Nice. That's
good
like 10
job.
pounds.
Nice.
I'm proper proud of myself as well. So,
Get it, girl.
yeah, my butt can still be the bongos, but they would have been proper bongo-y like a couple of weeks ago. Let's put it that way. There was definitely some jelly in the trunk.
I just had a memory unlocked when you were doing the bongo thing.
Yeah.
Of Captain Corey shooting you in the butt with that Nerf dart. I remember it for whatever reason, it just popped in my head. It was a cute memory.
Oh, yeah. I think of
Now that I
Captain
brought
Corey a
everybody's
lot.
mood down. My bad.
No.
No, that's a
No,
good
when we
memory.
think of Captain Corey, it should
Yeah,
we
funny.
should be happy about it that we're still remembering him and keeping his legacy going. I know that Pixie tonight is at the BBC Awards and she's presenting as well. So
Oh, nice.
I've been
Oh.
speaking to her behind the scenes, but publicly, you know, good luck, lass, but you don't need it. I'll be messaging her afterwards just to see how it all went. But yeah.
Awesome. Well, send my love.
It's never, when you mention Captain Corey, it will never bring the conversation down because whenever I hear his name, I always think of balls and subscribe bitches and just, and his wicked sense of humor. Oh,
Is
the
cute.
dude was wise beyond his years and he had a sense of humor that was beyond his years as well. He was an absolute freaking angel. But yeah, going back to Hazard. Let's get on to the final little story that we're going to do a birthday roast on for Prince Hazard's birthday roast, Bonanza. And yeah, dude screwed up when it came to Spare. He screwed up so bad
Oh, yeah.
that him being in the US is now literally under threat.
Isn't it just so hysterical? Like, you come out with this poor me book and it's like,
Yeah.
poor me.
Let me
Right?
talk to the toilet bowl. Pour me.
Yep. Like, seriously, what was anybody thinking when that book came out? I don't even understand how anybody let that come out. Like,
Well,
don't
we
they
know
have
Meghan.
people for that?
Meghan chose to let that book come out. I think that's some revenge that she was doing or something.
Like, there is a thing as like incrimination.
His lawyer had to come out and say that his autobiography Spare is kind of a work of fiction. How pathetic is that?
Like,
Wait, all right, look, y'all.
It's-
here's a PSA. Here's the PSA from Valhalla. Okay. If you were, are, or ever will be part of the royal family, nobody cares about your sob story. Not one of us. You've got it better than 99.9% of the global population. Get over yourself and go buy a new yacht. We don't care.
I mean, fair, yes. But also, don't put your criminal drug use in writing.
Yeah, don't admit
Like,
to crimes on the internet
That's
or in
just
books.
a basic. That is just a basic. Do not put your criminal activity in writing.
I don't think he
Little-
ever had to worry about criminal activities. For him, it's just like, this is a Saturday, me talking to a toilet.
I think that right there shows the God complex because you're
Yes.
like, you don't even think about, oh, maybe I shouldn't admit to like this kind of stuff in public. Like, what? Like, us normal people are like, what?
Can't do
What?
that.
You can't
what
do
was-
that.
What exactly did he admit to?
A lot of substance
Substances.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
with an S,
Like
like she said.
Multiple.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeesh.
while doing like activities, you should not be engaging in substance doing.
Yeah, and we know that he talked to the moon, and the moon told him he would meet Meghan. I'm really serious.
So he got the good substances, is what you're saying.
The moon was like, run! And he was like, run towards it.
Yeah, the universe said run, and he just didn't know which direction, and he went the wrong one.
Yeah, he didn't know which direction because he was too high to freaking know
There you
which
go.
direction to go in. Let's be real here. He went to Colombia to get their finest. If you know what I mean, a petty conspiracy theory, whatever, right? Oh my goodness,
And that's
like,
what the drums were
dude.
for.
Yes.
Just payment.
It snows in Colombia, just in a different way, apparently, I've heard.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lots of jungle snow.
Madge is like, oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
It's
I
the
can have a bit of
powdery
dark
stuff,
humour,
not
you
that
know.
clumpy stuff.
Sorry, Flux, what was that, love?
Oh, I was just gonna say it's the powdery stuff, not the clumpy stuff.
If it's
You can try to
clumpy,
make a
it's too
snowman out of it.
flumpy. If
Wanna
it's
build a
smooth, then
snowman?
it's smooth.
Yeah.
The snow angels are hitting a little harder this year.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Christmas every day for Hazza.
Yeah.
Every day.
Well,
He
You know,
brings
I
the snow
bet-
every day.
I bet him and Hunter Biden would actually make some pretty good that would make a pretty good friendship right there.
Oh yes.
Friendship made in hell. Oh,
Yeah, they could be like, who is the most miserable of us? We're such victims.
Let's just get some more powdered snow.
Yes.
I would.
God, to
Do you
be
know what?
rich
Speaking of Hunter
and
Biden,
powerful.
speaking of Hunter Biden, I would love to see Hazza's laptop.
You're a brave
Ooh.
soul. I don't think
Oh.
I'd want to see it.
Me neither. I think we're gonna find some pea
I think
with like a woman with short blonde hair who says, "Call me mommy," and I'm not down.
No, it's not for that. It's not for that. So
You know it's gonna happen.
So a couple of months back, in one of his court cases against the media, I think it was the Daily Mail, if I remember rightly, he's got quite a few on. The judge actually reprimanded him because there's this allegation that he's destroyed evidence in
can't do
terms
that.
of his previous what's it called? Iterations of Spare.
Ooh.
His drafts of Spare. They've turned around and says, oh no, we don't have it anymore. They've all been destroyed. And the judge is like, well, that's evidence for this case. You shouldn't have destroyed it. You now need to do everything that you can to recover it.
To
And do you
find
know
it.
what? I would love to see Hazard's laptop right now because I guess I would bet $1 million all his drafts are on there. He didn't delete anything
sure.
because he did that interview in the Telegraph when Spare came out with Bryony Gordon, saying that over 400 pages went on the cutting room floor, that he had enough to do a second sequel of Spare. Well, if he has enough to have a second sequel of Spare, how can he now turn around and say he doesn't have any other drafts whatsoever? It makes zero sense. So I would love to see Hazard's laptop to see what's really on there.
Yeah, I bet
and if
there's
he's-
something other than the book that's on there that he doesn't want people to see.
Exactly.
That'd be my guess. But if he does, I just totally lost my train of thought. God bless
There's a
you.
new person.
What's up, Ozzy?
Ozzy
Hey,
Overlord
Ozzy.
coming up on the show. Hey,
Oh,
up
hello.
there.
What's up, Ozzy?
What's going on, buddy?
Not a lot. It's all of like 9 in the morning here, so I just finished dropping off the child at school, and I'm thought I'd drop by and say hello.
Outstanding.
Hey.
Hey,
We're
up,
just making
Ozzy.
fun
Thank
of
you so
Harry.
much for joining. First
Very
time on
welcome, very welcome.
channel. Everyone,
Hugely honored to be here.
if you don't know who Ozzy Overlord is, one of my mates of mine on YouTube, please subscribe to him over on Law, News and Laughter with Ozzy Overlord. I love it when you team up with Legal Vices.
It's awesome.
I'm
It's
sorry.
one of the great things
I-
about being friends with someone that has a very similar sense of humor to you. You can really you can really twist the knife and you can have a bit of fun. So
and you definitely have fun, and I love it. I love watching you two in action. But yeah, Ozzy Overlord, we're talking about Prince Hazard because it's his 40th birthday, so we're doing a bit of a roast bonanza. So, with you being the new guest in, what are your thoughts about Hazard? Do you like him? Do you not like him? What do you think to his pee-pee and all his misadventures?
If he runs away like Popcorn Planet because it's
Yeah, Andy
No,
got out of
look.
here real quick when we were talking about the Dodger. Todger?
Oh, did he
Todger's what he said.
just? Oh, no.
He took off.
Off and running. No, look, I think Harry can suck a big fat egg, frankly. The way that he's sort of treated the family, the way he's treated the public. And I mean, look, if things had been slightly differently, I would have had more sympathy for him, but there was a time where I may have respected him for some of the things that he's done. Then he went and married the woman whose ass I've seen on screen, and I can't do it.
What's
Fair
wrong with
enough.
her ass?
I didn't say there's anything wrong with her ass. I'm saying I would hold him to a higher level than that. I mean, I'm sorry. I haven't seen any other royal ass at the moment. So
It's a fair point. It's a fair point.
where did you see her?
Yeah, I don't think I have actually.
Yeah, where was this? Where did you
which
see her
season of Suits
backside?
is it?
Inquiring minds would like to know, Aussie Overlord. Where did you see her butt?
My lovely lady, like what happened?
Yeah,
It ain't
now-
some
now I'm
fake
trying to remember.
AIBS, is it?
No. I'm talking about, like, don't get me wrong, she was still in underpants or whatever, but it's during an episode of Suits where they're making out in the copy room or whatever, and like it's on display, and I'm just like, no, can't do it, just no. So, and I mean, it's a fairly pervasive opinion, frankly, as far as I'm aware. Initially, when they sort of started moving over to America, us Aussies were a little bit like, well, yeah, okay. There's a little bit of sympathy, but then when they came out with the documentary and when they started doing media engagements and things like that, yeah, there's only so much bullshit you can put up with.
They're doing the drama farming in at royal family levels. It's at a whole different kind of level than the typical YouTube stuff.
Exactly, and I get that these people are on a level that most of us will never actually ever get to experience, but at the same time, it's like, I don't
Why are
watch
you
soap
making
operas
us
on TV.
experience
Why
it?
would I read about one? So,
Yes.
yeah.
So you didn't appreciate it when Hazard was talking about his Todger in Spare?
Absolutely not. To be fair, I haven't read the entirety of Spare because I didn't want to actually contribute any funds towards him. So it's mostly that I've been hunting around the internet for different excerpts so that I didn't have to actually. But I mean, look, he's to me, he's literally the redheaded stepchild. So I couldn't really,
A redheaded what?
Stepchild.
Stepchild.
So
Agreed.
Why?
The
So,
redheaded stepchild, because nobody
a-
likes the redheaded stepchild.
It's a saying.
It's
Yeah,
a saying that we use.
It's like a term of not endearment, obviously, but like the redheaded stepchild's like the outcast kid that you don't really care about. That's what they call it. It's just a
it's
English
a
thing.
yeah.
colloquial.
Yeah, it's colloquial.
Colloquialism. I can't say that word,
Yeah.
but it's that thing.
Yeah,
it
j'apprends
is.
chaque jour, hein?
Exactly.
I'm learning every day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a term for like an outcast.
Okay. That was not in Game of Thrones, so I didn't know about it.
Oh my god, I was listening to that in the car on the way home. Can I just say, how messed up is it that Steph's describing a scene and the three of you are flip-flopping as to which horrible character it is until she can finish describing it? I was like, oh my god.
Listen,
Yeah,
there is
there's
a
a-
lot of
There's a lot of
going on
terrible
in
scenes.
that series.
there was a lot of blown people doing things in the first episode.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Game of Thrones
terrible.
definitely is not for me at all. But what do you guys think to this rumor that's just not going away that King Charles isn't actually the real father of Prince Harry, that it's James Hewitt, who Princess
makes
Diana
perfect
allegedly
sense to
had an
me.
affair with? I mean, I actually, to Hazard's credit, I don't believe those rumors at all. I really, really don't. You can see there's a similarity, but maybe that's just more confirmation bias on a lot of people's part. more than anything
I don't-
else. I don't think
he
the
looks
royal
like
family would be going to
Charles.
such lengths for Hazard, even with what they're doing now, if he wasn't really one of their own. You see where I'm coming from?
And
Well,
James Hewitt is not subtle, and he would have said something. Like, that man loves cash, so I think he would have like he would have said something, I think.
Unless they paid him off like a lot.
And yet he
Which-
still talked about Diana. Like, that man has no respect.
That's interesting. I hadn't heard that, but interesting.
Well,
between
and
that,
He,
between
I don't
that
think
and
he
the
looks
guy down
anything.
here that's
My bad. Go ahead.
I hate internet lag.
It's great.
that is ginger bias.
ginger bias.
That's good. That's good.
Love it, love it. But this is the thing, though. There was a story that came out that when Prince Hazard was born, his ginger hair and everything, apparently King Charles wasn't impressed. And he turned around and he was like, oh my goodness, he's definitely got the Spencer gene, because apparently in the Spencer line, there were a lot of redheads. And Hazard just got it from that. I think if he wasn't ginger, he looked exactly the same, but he had brown hair, this, that, and the other, I don't think this awful rumor would be going around. I really don't.
I don't know. So let me ask, I guess, would it be a bigger blight for the royal family to have treated him, like a royal the whole time, even though he's being a jerk? Or would it have been a bigger blight to announce publicly to the world that Diana had cheated on him and birthed a kid out of the wedding?
Illegitimate baby.
Ooh.
Because I think they would have to, right? I honestly think that they would have to raise him as their own, regardless, because the image of it. I don't think he looks anything like Charles. I think when you compare him, Charles, and Willie, as he says, one of these things is not like the other one. You know what I'm saying?
He looks like his mom. I think he looks like the Spencer side of his family.
I mean, this is the thing. I mean, personally for me, when it comes to my mum and my biological father, who can rot in hell forever and ever and ever, amen, I look more like my mum than I do my biological father. Like, I see pictures of my mum when she was younger, and I've turned around at some certain parts. I'm like, I don't remember that picture being taken of me. She's like, no, it's because it's me.
Oh, that's so cute.
Thank goodness I got more of the genetics from my mum's side. But this is the thing. If you saw me and my biological father side by side, we don't really look alike because I got more of my mum's features. My brother is more, I think, biological father's side. So, yeah, there is this thing where just because Hazard looks more like Princess Diana and doesn't have many features of King Charles, that doesn't necessarily then equal that he's not King Charles's son.
No,
It's just
but
the way that the genetics
also
have played.
think that I also think that Simon Day's claims haven't exactly helped that, because in a weird way he does look more like Charles than Harry does. So it's yeah.
I think he looks like his mommy. Like, he has mommy issue. He looks like his mom. Good for him.
Well, we know that that's his mom, right? Like, that's 100% guaranteed.
Yep.
I'm not sure
He's
about the
very
other half,
vocal
though.
about his mum. That's a definite. But yeah, Aussie Overlord, we were talking about the last story to roast Hazard over, which is his own goal, really. Releasing Spare, talking about his illicit substance use, and whoopsie, now his residency in the US is under threat.
Don't document your own crimes and publish them, people, be it in hardcover or on the internet. Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
He just didn't have you as his lawyer, Aussie Overlord. I think if he did, then it would have been a different kettle of fish. That is for damn certain. But yeah, out of the ashes of Spare, we're now at a point where the case has now been terminated. The judge has issued his opinion and his ruling. We don't know what that is yet. We're waiting for that.
We will know.
The Heritage Foundation turned around and said that we may have to wait a week or two before we find out. But they tellingly said something. They said, look, we don't know the outcome of this. No one does. It's under seal. No one's got a clue, right? However, then Samuel Dewey, who's the lawyer of the Heritage Foundation fighting the case on behalf of the group, turned around and said something very interesting. He said, look.
That they're packing their bags?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Once Trump's in power, I think Hazza needs to start packing his bags. However, he said something interesting, Samuel Dewey. He said something along the lines of this. Look, this order could be under seal. It could be private. It could be confidential. Why? Because if the judge has actually ruled in our favour to release the application, then he has to have it under seal, the opinion, to give the Department of Homeland Security a chance to appeal it. Because if they release the opinion and release the application is public before the Department of Homeland Security has a chance to actually appeal it to keep it under wraps still.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And it was very, very interesting for Samuel Dewey to say that. Because I'm like, well, hang on a minute. On one hand, you're saying no one knows the outcome. No one knows the opinion. No one knows how the judge has ruled. But then he's specifically saying this scenario. To me, it got my hopes up a little bit, thinking, well, hang on a minute. Do you actually know the outcome? And you've just actually made everyone aware of the outcome. Because
look, it's a distinct possibility, but I mean, I would argue that it works both ways, because if the judge ruled against them, I mean, if the judge rules against either party, I would expect that there'd need to be a period to allow either party to appeal.
Right.
Yes, but if the judge turns around and says publicly, right, that he's ruled on the side of Department of Homeland Security, then he could publicly mention that. Because then no confidential information's being released, and that gives the opportunity for Heritage Foundation to appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah? The fact that they've actually got this opinion, but it's under seal, it's under wraps at the moment, it's then interesting how Samuel Dewey, the lawyers, turned around and said, well, this could actually be the scenario. They've ruled in our favour, but it's still got to technically be under seal to give a chance for the government to appeal to still try and keep the confidential information under wraps and gives them a chance to still fight it and stop the information coming out.
Yeah, look, potentially. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of that would be speculation because there's any number of reasons why he could have just been saying that as a tactic, again, to allow them extra time to pack their bags without the public becoming aware or whatnot. I mean, generally, if you're going to use something like that as a tactic, you're doing it for a specific reason, though. So I would be leaning towards giving that credibility. But again, it's going to depend on any number of things. Get him a dinghy.
Yeah. So to me, it was like, interesting. And guys, if you want to know a little bit more about that and a little bit more legal analysis, I did have John Witherspoon on earlier on this week. You can check out that video. He gives his expertise on what this could all mean and if we should pay a little bit more attention to what Samuel Dewey has said. But yeah, I mean, to me, it's like Donald Trump has already turned around and said, and this was earlier on this year and I reported on it, that he won't protect Hazza like Biden has. That when he's in power, Hazza is on his own.
Well, if he gets in power, who knows?
Yeah. And so when it comes when it comes to this, right, Hazza doing an own goal in Spur, mentioning his illicit substance use, which has then spiraled into this absolute cluster F for him, right? A nightmare for him. What do you guys think? Do you guys think either A, he did put it all on the application, like he claims he has done, and the US government gave him special dispensation and let him in? Or do you believe that B, he didn't put it all on and he lied by omission and got in. What do you guys think happened?
Oh yeah, the second one. The
A.
second one.
No more A.
Oh.
The first one.
Oh, really?
It could go either way, I think.
I think he's too stupid to hide it. He wrote it in spare. He will write it in his
That's fair.
report.
That's a fair point.
I'm sorry. He wrote it in a book that he sold to millions of people. Why
but
would
I
he
also-
not write it in his application?
I also think he's stupid enough to try and cover it up and be like, no, I didn't do any of that. Like, I think he's that stupid too. Be like, no, I didn't do it.
Well, they tried to argue that in court. So the Department of Homeland Security in court actually turned around and said, don't pay too much attention to what Hazza wrote about his illicit substance use in Spare, because it's all there to sell a book and to sensationalize this, that, and the other.
And
What?
that's what makes me think he...
True.
That's what makes me think he didn't put it on, because they're like, oh, it's just sensationalized. Well, he wrote it as to be real, and now you guys are trying to backpedal and say it's like sensationalized and all that. Oh yeah, because he wrote about illegal crimes that he didn't put other places.
But it's
I
not
would
just
be
that,
willing-
The one
Flux.
that filled it out. Someone smart did it and hid it for him.
Somebody else
That's my
filled it
thoughts.
out.
I mean, if
He's
we
not
think, if,
filling that out himself.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
there was
I
absolutely
think-
a handler that was telling him what to put on that form.
Exactly.
And I think to at least a certain extent, there would have been omissions made. Now, whether or not he included certain details to give it a, shall we say, a grain of sand of credibility, then,
Mhm.
you know, maybe he's included a few indiscretions. Maybe there's some information there that may not otherwise be public or whatnot. Do I think he would have put the full history down? Absolutely not. Not a chance. No.
Well,
Um,
a couple of things with that. So, firstly, it wasn't me, it was someone else. They went through the ESTA visa for the US, couldn't get it.
wait, what?
Yeah. It was because of a piddly little arrest that happened a few years ago for somewhat ridiculous, basically. He wasn't charged. He was let off with a little caution, and that's it. But on the ESTA form, you've got to say yes to if you have been arrested. And so that then kicked him out. So ESTA turned around and said, no, we're not giving you the visa, which is ridiculous. There should be a little box just to explain, right? And instead, we had to go through, with my mate here, the full visa application.
Oh, damn.
It took us a full day to get through it all. And it ain't just the one application you got to go through. There's about 3. You got to go through the main one. Then you've got to go to the consulate and apply at the consulate there for the appointment and all that lot. Then you've got to go, because of his little piddly little history, right? My mate then had to go to police and apply for the certificate just to prove, in terms of his history, that's all that's happened and that's it, right? Took us a full day to get all that done. Now, I used to work in complaints and compliance. I'm very, very used to forms and going through it all methodically. But damn, that broke me at the end. It broke me at the end. They want everything. They want to know your leg size, your width. They want everything. They really go in, right? They proper anal probing. Never mind the freaking aliens anal probing you. The US freaking government anal probes you when you want to get a visa. I'm telling you that right now. But anywho, and I said to my friend, I said to him afterwards, do you know what? This has proven to me, a Binny conspiracy theory, whatever, Hazard did not fill out that visa form on his own. No freaking way would he have had the patience
And the
or
smartness,
the inclination to do it.
or the brain.
I would
No way.
I would be genuinely surprised if he filled out a form at all. Like I think that they probably let him in, and the reason that it got sealed is because that form doesn't exist. That would be my guess, my conspiratorial mind at play here.
Interesting. And option C.
The form does exist. So Valhalla,
The limit
what
does not
happened was
exist.
during
I'm like,
the no, Valhalla, no. The form does exist. So during the court proceedings, the judge actually asked for a copy of the application. He gave the Department of Homeland Security a deadline. That deadline passed and they didn't send it in. The reason was because basically they were like, oh, we can't find it. We need an extension. They got an extension. They were able to hand it in. So the form does exist.
Okay.
It does.
I think it's backdated forward.
Yeah,
the same
they
thing.
filed it afterwards. That's what took
Yep,
so
they're
long.
like,
I think I
potentially.
might
we
have
need
something
to
here,
make
Steph.
one real quick. Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on.
Potentially.
It's really easy to do. You saw the thing in Florida with the nurse diploma.
Or that guy that was doing he tried like 26 cases or 13 cases or whatever and won like all of them. It turned out he was
Yep.
never here. Yeah.
Yeah, fake people do fake things all of the time. And
Yeah.
it gets through the system all of the time.
Yeah, because on face value, if things look above board, a pencil pusher who's sitting there for 12 hours a day looking at the same forms over and over again, they're not going to be looking too hard. I mean, yeah,
No.
maybe they can look at Harry's form with a slightly more scrutiny just so that they can say that they've done it. But I'd actually
I
be
would
curious.
argue the opposite though. Like I would think that somebody like Harry, they're not going to let just anybody read that, right? Like they're not going to give that to Sally that's working Monday through Friday at the desk, so she knows all of his deepest, most personal secrets. It's going to be like the head of the CIA that's checking off on this thing. You know what I mean? I can't imagine that I don't know, man. I think it's more a technicality. I think he probably slipped through without having to do it. And now that's why the Heritage Foundation's going after it.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
Well,
Well,
either
everyone,
way.
I'm so sorry. I need to leave.
Oh,
Well, it was nice
Maggie.
to meet you,
We'll be
Maggie.
It
ending
was so
shortly,
nice meeting
but-
all of you. I hope we do something soon.
Oh, we will
Yeah,
this
do.
is
You'll be
fun.
back by popular demand again, I'm sure, Maggie. But for those that don't know where she is, please subscribe to Maggie the Black Owl on YouTube for more commentary on the misadventures of the gruesome twosome. Maggie,
Yep.
I appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining in today's birthday bonanza roast for Prince Hazard. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. And
Take
I
care.
know it's midnight where you are, so good night.
Good night. Bye-bye, Maggie. Take care, honey. Bye. But
She's
yeah, what I was
hilarious.
about to say was Hazard and the government are screwed either way because either
yeah.
he omitted some information and so he lied on the application. So then the question to the government is, okay, well, what are you going to do about it? Because that's a felony. He should be kicked out. Or,
And it should have never been approved in the first place.
correct. Why did you let him in if it's all on there? Because you've got the likes of Amy Winehouse, Kate Moss, even Nigella Lawson. They were all denied entry for years to America because of
Why-
their past substance issues.
Why doesn't he just say he come through the southern border and then it's fine with everybody?
I was
Just
going
say he
to
got
say
through
earlier
the
on,
southern border. It's
actually.
fine,
He could have just walked in through Canada. We don't know. Doesn't
right?
necessarily have
Yeah.
to be Mexico.
Because that's the way they go. They come from the Great White North, is what happens.
Hey, you'd be surprised, Val. I'm hearing
technically did.
reports.
They technically
I
did,
mean,
though.
it's-
They technically
Oh, they
did.
did.
They
They
did.
technically did. You're
They technically
right.
did.
They were living in Canada for a while.
But
So it's
Valhalla,
fair.
from what you were
Fair
saying
point.
earlier on, you know when you and Andy were trying to persuade the UK to take Hazard back and we were like, hell no, right?
Yeah.
All Hazard has to do, fly to France,
Send them to Canada.
no. All he has to do is fly to France, come over on a dinghy. He'll then be housed by government. He'll get free lodgings, his food will be sorted, everything.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all he needs to do to come back.
Oh, I love it.
Especially
good
when
lord.
Megzy will clear him for all his worth when they do divorce, because I really do believe that's going to happen. I really,
yeah.
really believe that.
Mm.
I mean, guys, how long do you think this can last?
I can't imagine much longer.
He's only a mortal man.
Well, I mean, at this point, I got to believe that, there's magic lady bits involved. So I think it's
Oh,
whenever she
100%.
pulls the plug.
100%
Agreed.
agree.
So,
100%.
I mean, that's what it has to be at this point.
otherwise, why would you put up with it?
It's got to be like Nirvana.
Unless he just feels like he's too far in and he just can't escape the clutches now. She's literally
he's
holding
got.
onto him by the nuts. So
Right, his whole
I don't know.
family dumped him. That's all he's got left. Maybe that's all it is.
Well, I mean, this is the thing, like, the reports came through, and I reported on this a few weeks back, that Prince William apparently has turned around and banned Hazza from returning to the royal family in any way, shape, or form.
Oh.
So, even if he does come back with his tail between legs, he ain't coming back to the royal family. He's on his
What do you-
own. Prince
what do you think
William
if
wants
it-
note to do. And
What do you
mark
think
my
if it-
words, King Charles doesn't have the strength to do it, I don't think, because he's going through his cancer treatment and, with his age and everything. But I truly believe that when Prince William ascends to the throne, Hazza and Megxie can kiss their titles bye-bye.
Now, hypothetically, what do you think if they did split and he came crawling back alone and was free from her influence and just him coming back and being like, please, I'm sorry. Do you think they might take him back then? Or even then it's too far?
The more realistic kind of scenario I see, if they ever let him back in the royal family, is that they'll treat him like Prince Andrew.
Fair.
Sweep him under the
Fair.
rug. He's in the corner.
Exists.
We're aware that he's there, but he ain't seen. We don't hear him. He's not, working royal. He's just behind the castle walls. Fine. Whatever. No one wants to know. He is the third disliked royal. And that's in the more recent YouGov poll, right? Megxie is the second disliked royal. The only one that's the more disliked is
Andrew.
Prince Andrew. So when you're more popular than Prince Andrew, but then no one else in the royal family, that's got to say something. That's got to give you a big, massive reality check. You are not loved. You are not beloved.
He's
You are not
bad.
liked.
He's bad, but he's not
He's a
Prince
bad
Andrew
man.
bad.
I'm assuming at some point that someone has been a smartass and done a historical comparison. Henry VIII versus Harry.
I think Henry VIII would be more popular. Actually, do you know what? Let's check this out, right? As Legal Vices is coming in to the chat. Hang on a minute. Let's start a poll
What's up,
here.
Jeff?
A good question. Prince Harry or Henry VIII? Guys, who is more popular? Prince Harry or Henry VIII? Let me just, hang on. Damn, I can't type for shit right now. There we go. So let's start the poll. Live chat. Who is more popular? Prince Hazza or Henry VIII? Aussie Overlord has asked. Let's find out. Legal Vice is in the
This is gonna
chat.
be
Hey,
good.
yo, Punny, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello.
man?
Hey, you survived the typhoon.
Yay.
Maybe he
What-
did.
Well,
I think.
that was enthusiastic. How's the wilderness getting on?
I don't know. I've been trapped in a tent for 15 hours. It's raining like a mofo here.
Oh,
Ooh.
he's stuck in a tent.
In a tent? Yikes.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a change in the weather pattern, and we caught the side of a typhoon. So
Oops.
Is
it
it-
looks
so-
like it's just starting right now. So, I mean, it's just stopping right now. So hey, cool. So should be free here in a minute.
So
Well,
you
you
sound
just
so
go home?
enthused.
What was that?
Can't you just
was
go
gonna s-
home?
Yeah, why didn't you just go home 15 hours ago if it
Well,
started?
Well, because we didn't know that, did we? We didn't know it was going to be raining forever. It was supposed to rain for 1 hour. It didn't rain for 1 hour. It's been raining for 15.
Oof. Oof.
So, yeah, well, it stopped raining. So it's now just got to wait for things to dry out enough to throw them in the back of the car.
That's
Oh.
outstanding.
But hey, how's
Well, I
everybody
hope
doing?
you're able to escape soon and go back home to the safety and warmth and niceness of your home instead of the brutal outdoors. Guys, if you don't know who this is, you're living under a rock. Head on over to Legal Vices. I absolutely adore your F-it streams. I know I haven't been on them for a while. I've been going through some shiz, but the next one I am determined to come on to and have a laugh with you guys. Basically, they get drunk. They slowly get drunk during the stream, and it's funny as hell.
Now. It's different now.
What?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah.
It's so much better. The liver started giving out, so we brainstormed new ways for him to do Effort Friday, and
The liver didn't start giving out.
see what I mean about twisting the knife?
No, it just got to the
The
point,
best.
where I wasn't looking forward to it, and then I was regretting it for a week after, and I thought, there's better things to do than that. So we've gone to a Wheel of Fortune kind of thing where, well, there's drinking on it, but
Yeah,
there's
he
also
still
other weird
drinks.
stuff. So now I'm waiting for $100 worth of stuff from Temu to arrive that they made me buy.
That
We all
I'm
got to pick
excited
things for him
for.
on Temu.
Did you?
Oh, I want to see that. I want to see
Jeff,
that, mate.
did
I want
you-
to see that.
Did you get to sample the larva last Effort
Oh
Friday?
yeah. Silkworm, steamed silkworm larva was on the list. That was awesome.
Gross.
The chicken feet.
Gross.
Yeah, some barbecue chicken feet. We have all sorts of some Korean blood sausage punishments, but there's also some pizza and ice cream and other good stuff. It was fun.
I like
But
the
lots of
Temu shopping
lots of
spree.
So maybe now it's an Epic Friday that I could actually partake in as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Dude! Oh, this makes it even better.
Apparent-
But do you know what? The most classic, most iconic kind of moment of Epic Fridays is our lovely good friend Steve Gosney. And oh my goodness, someone memed this. Whoever did this was an absolute genius.
The PC
He's-
shutdown sound.
Yeah. He's live on stream. He's had too many sidecars, And then all of a sudden, he's like, he kind of like goes like this, and then kind of goes like that with the head, ricochets, and then kind of collapses. And someone clipped that and put
That's
the little back music to when Windows shuts down on. So it goes,
yeah.
"Du-du-du-du-du."
He was gone.
It was a good one. It was a good one.
Oh, bless him. Bless him. But yeah,
Oh.
him and his sidecars, absolutely iconic. But yeah, Legal Vices. So this is
Yeah.
Prince Hazard's 40th birthday. This is his
It is,
birthday
yeah, I
bash
guess.
roast bonanza that we're doing. So what do you
Yeah.
think to Prince Hazard and his misadventures? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, you will recall if you do remember that I thought you were being unnecessarily harsh on him and the missus at the beginning because they seemed like such wonderful, nice people, and until you educated me otherwise, and I realized they're just a bunch of douche cannons. But Steph brought me around to see the light.
I did that with a few
I was like,
people.
why is everybody being so mean to them? They're nice, sweet people. They're helping everybody. They don't bother anybody, and their mean, evil, wicked family won't leave them alone. Why is everybody on their case? But now I know because Steph the Alter Nerd educates everyone.
Well, see, it's because you took the default American position. The British royals must be evil.
Well,
No,
isn't that
suppo-
the default position?
I've always liked Charles because he did the best with what he got dealt in life, and now he's finally become king. And but yeah, the kids. Steph has opened my eyes to the true nature of things. So kudos to Steph for that.
You're welcome, honey. I did that with Andy as well because Andy had the same kind of perspective. He's like, I don't understand why you dislike Hazard and Megsy. But what changed his mind was the South Park episode, the whole kind of worldwide privacy tour.
Wow, that was late to the game. Even
Yeah.
I came around before that.
Yeah,
A year
but
before
then,
that.
but what really solidified it for him, he kind of turned his head at that point. He was like, okay. And then what really solidified it for him was the fake New York City car chase with the paparazzi that they tried to pull.
Oh wow.
He
Yeah.
was like, oh, yeah, now. He was like, Steph, now I understand where you're coming from. I'm like, welcome to the dark side. Oh, really? Welcome to the light side, the good side. Welcome to reality. They are not as nice as they're trying to make out to be. It's just not happening whatsoever. But yeah, legal vices. Have you heard about Hazard's Todger and what he wrote about in Spare about his Todger and whatnot?
Oh no, you were you know part of this was to share our favorite story, and that's actually is my favorite / worst story. Was like when he was putting ointment on it while thinking of his mother. I'm like, what the? That's my favorite. How could you write something like that?
He's literally fondling himself whilst thinking of his mum.
Of his mother, and what remembering the smell of lavender, whatever the hell it was.
Terrible.
That's my favorite / worst story of that creepy child.
And see, that's some Game of Thrones style shit right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Before we continue, Emily Morse, thank you so much for your continued support for the leadership, saying, hey, y'all, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you, Emily. Thank you so much for your support. But yeah, so legal vices, we were talking about the last story of the night, which is essentially Hazard's own goal, where in Spare, he wrote about his illicit substance use in the past. And that kind of created a bit of a shitstorm for him, where there is now this fight over his visa application, and that could actually, kick him out of the United States, depending on where it's going to go. So what do you think to the whole US visa case? Do you think the judge will release it or not? What are your thoughts?
Well, the last I heard, and I pretty sure it was on your show, is they'd reached some sort of secret deal that nobody knows about yet.
Yeah.
But you got to treat it like every other person. You just got to do the same. If you would not let person A in, why would you let person A who wishes they were still a royal in?
Exactly.
There is no reason to give him. He's not a head of state. He's really not even remotely in line for head of state at this point. You can't treat him any differently than any other person, or the cousin of the prime minister of wherever the hell. You can't get rid of him. Just say, hey, you screwed up, dude. Keep your mouth shut. There's got to be lessons. There's got to be consequences for these people at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We can only hope, Jeff. We can only hope.
Yeah, so you are right. So the case is being terminated. There is an opinion that's under seal at the moment and a ruling by the judge under seal. We don't know what that is. Samuel Dewey, the lawyer representing Heritage Foundation, said, look, it could be under seal because it gives the chance for the Department of Homeland Security to appeal if the judge ruled in our favour. Because if the judge rules in our favour and releases the information, then any chance of the Department of Homeland Security appealing is then moot because the information is released at that point. Do you think that could be a plausible situation that we might be looking at here?
It could be that. It could be the other way around too. Maybe he wants his visa cancellation to be appealed, which would be the funnier story. I don't know if it could just be protecting the royal as well.
When you say protecting the royal, protecting who?
Harry.
Okay. Well, it's all for protecting Harry. That's why Department of Homeland Security is doing it. They're protecting Hazard. Like Donald Trump said earlier on this year at a conference, I think it was the CPAC conference or something like that. He says, if I get into power, I will not protect Hazard like the Biden administration has.
Mm.
Do you think Trump would keep to his word on that one?
Probably. he seems like a crotchety old man enough to do it.
I don't think he's going to go out of his way to like look into the matter, right? But if the courts play out and he gets booted, I can't see Trump really giving a crap.
Yeah.
Later, dude.
Bye.
Yeah.
But here's a more interesting question, I think. If Hazard does get booted out, do you think Megxie would follow with the kids?
No.
Depends on the alimony situation.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. If he leaves the US, does his ability to fund their lifestyle take a significant hit? In which case, no, she's staying in New York or wherever. She's staying in an Upper East Side apartment.
Mhm.
They're in Cali, I think.
She's in California, Montecito.
Oh, shit. Sorry. I don't pay that much attention to where they live.
Oh, why
I found
why
out
do
after I
people
got
gotta
here.
keep bringing California down, man? California's been through enough.
Yeah, California's doing it all on its own.
I know. They need
But
Jesus.
I wonder if this isn't a situation where this could be the catalyst that allows both of them to get out of a marriage they probably don't want to be in, either of them at this point. You know, the family's got to go, the family's got to stay. She didn't get the royal life she thought she was going to get, and he's lost literally everything. Maybe this would be the break they need.
Possibly. This might be the excuse for the, as far as I'm concerned, impending divorce. We were talking about it earlier on. Just look at the Columbia trip alone. He's not happy. It doesn't look like he's happy at all to be with her. He's got a face like a slapped fish.
Yeah, and just think how much money they would save from the rent-a-child agency they use.
Do you really believe that, Legal Vices, that the kids are
No.
fake?
No, but
I
No,
have to
I'm
just
just
double
being-
check there, because if you did, I would have to give you a bit of a reality check. Kids are real, guys. The kids are real. Even Lady C is saying the kids are real. All right, let's stop the conspiracy theory on that madness. But
it's weird how people in those positions just. I mean, everybody on Earth takes so many pregnancy pictures and things, except for like important. I don't get it. But anyway, I was just being silly. Of course, it's theirs.
So they were married in May of 2018.
Yes.
And if my earlier stated theory holds any weight, I would expect them to wait until 2028 before they get divorced.
just explain why that is
10-year
again.
thing. Like, so I said earlier, for those that are new to the stream or missed it, or just to reiterate, in California, I believe the alimony laws, they're based off the alimony payments time frame is based off the length of the marriage. So if you're married for 8 years, for example, you're obligated alimony payments for 4, half the length of the marriage, up to 10 years. At 10 years, the judge can make it an indefinite payment. There's no time cap on it necessarily.
So she's got financial incentive to drag it out with the magic lady bits for 10 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
my guess would be, and they live in California now, keep in mind. That happened in July, I believe. They just bought that place. So my guess would be that if she waits till 2028 and files in California, she'll be getting money the rest of her life. And the royal
I just
family.
can't believe it hasn't been 10 years. Why does it feel like it's been about 32?
Because
Yeah.
because wherever she's involved, it feels like purgatory. A second equals 100 years.
She picked up where Amber Heard dropped the
whoa. Let's not go too far here, okay?
Now, Amber Heard is renting a child. I don't care what anybody says. That's not it.
Oh, she leased it from Musk.
Oh Lord.
Oh, from his stable of youths.
What do you think a divorce would look like between Hazard and Megxie in the press? Do you think, like, for example, Megxie would use Hazard's admitted illicit substance passed against him, or
She would use everything. Every single piece of dirt she could come up with. True, fake, irrelevant, it didn't matter. She would be absolutely ferocious, I think, with the media.
And see, the irony is that I can see like the American media rallying behind her, but because of everything that's going on, do you honestly think any of the UK tabloids are going to be supportive of him?
Well, and not only that, I feel like it would probably be. So I don't know how it is in the UK, but it'd probably be like they would totally 100% cover her story, but I feel like he would just kind of like slowly bow out and back up, kind of do like a whole Prince Andrew thing where you just kind of be quiet and kind of just step back a few steps. But she would
Like the
be
Homer
all
meme
over.
going into the
Oh
bush.
my God, they're so racist! All of the drugs, all of the time. Ah.
She'd get paid forever off the nonsense she would spew.
Mhm.
Ooh, I have a
Books.
question for Steph.
Go on.
Steph, do you think that if they did get the divorce, he came back, was all repentant, and said, "Hey, I learned from all of the lessons from great granddad. I repent. Let me back into the fold." Would Charles and would William
So
welcome him back?
I reported on this a couple of weeks ago on a video. Reports are coming through that Prince William's saying that he won't allow Hazard to come back to the royal family in any way, shape, or form. However, there is a divorce. The royal family will have no choice, I think, but to take Hazard back because he'll have nowhere else to go. And he'll go back with tail between his legs. However, if that does happen, then they'll treat him like Prince Andrew in the sense of they sweep him under the carpet. He's in the corner. We know he's there, but we don't hear from him. We don't see him. There's just no involvement with him whatsoever. They keep it at the bare minimum and that's it. Because Hazard has done way too much damage or attempted to make so much damage against the royal family, the British people, our culture, our identity. For him to be able to just come back and go back to how it was before Megxit. Whatever it was before Megxit, it's lost now. It's never going to go back there ever again. He's going to be treated like Prince Andrew.
I could see that.
Yeah.
What do you guys think to that?
Yeah, I agree.
I could
It
see
seems
that.
like the most likely alternative, and I think that's really sad, really, because it seems like every generation has that black sheep of the royals. Like it doesn't sit well with me. I'd rather see them reconcile, but at the same time, you're right. Harry has just, dude, bro code, bros before hoes, and he just can't help himself, you know. So, but anyway.
But then the other alternative is he don't go back to UK because it's so scary and so dangerous that he could be a victim of a knife attack or acid attack, and he could go to a safer country like Nigeria or Colombia.
Oh, thank God you said Nigeria and Colombia, because on my tax dollars are not paying for his cushy seat, okay? And that was the other thing I was going to ask you about the Colombia trip. You said that he had a sour face at different times. How can you be surrounded by some of the best coffee in the world and ever be sad? Like,
I don't think he was there for the coffee, Ozzy.
The coffee. No, that's what, yeah, the coffee.
I want him to go to Nigeria so that when King Charles dies, I can get this email. I am a Nigerian prince. My father died and left $100 million in a bank account. I need help to get it out of the country.
That's awesome.
Oh, yep.
That's good.
Oh,
Nigeria, I love it.
oh, well, on that bombshell, guys, it's past 1 o'clock in the morning here, so I think we should end it here. Guys, let me just plug all my friends. Thank you so much for joining me for Prince Hazard's birthday bonanza. Make sure you subscribe to my good friends Legal Vices, Law
You're
News
awesome.
and Laughter with Aussie Overlord. We also have Flux in the house. And Valhalla awaits. All the
Thank
mods
you
have
so
been
much.
sharing their links in the live chat, so please make sure you support them and give them a friendly subscribe. Also, as well, this was a little bit of a fundraiser live stream as well. Hazard likes to say, show up and do good. Well, let's show him how we show up and do good. We were at $280. Let's see where we're at now. Woo! Yeah,
Nice.
we pretty much doubled to $405. So thank you
Well done.
so much to everyone that donated to my fundraiser. It is literally, the link is in the description bar below and it's pinned right at the top of the live chat. If anyone else wants to donate, please do so. I'm doing my first ever marathon. It's a half marathon next month, and so I'm fundraising for the Survivors Trust. It's an SVSA organisation for survivors, a cause close to my heart because I am a survivor. And so I thought, you know what? I'll do what I can to help the cause and promote it. And the best thing about this is with Streamlabs Charity, which this is all on, 100% of your donation goes to the Survivors Trust. They don't take a cut. Also, as well, it goes directly to the Survivors Trust. It doesn't go to my account to then pass over to charity. No. Goes straight to the Survivors Trust, exactly how it should be as far as I'm concerned. So it's 100% safe, guys. So if you haven't done so already, if you can donate, every dollar helps. And if you can't, not a problem. Share the link. That's just as important and just as valuable. So thank you so much to everyone that supported the fundraiser so far. I will be doing a big, massive fundraiser the week before in October, the marathon, where I've got so many royal goodies to raffle off, and it's open to everyone in the world. So I hope you join me on that. But yeah, in the meantime, my goodness, we've got some support coming through before we go. Heather, hey up, Heather. Thank you so much for jumping into today's gifting war, gifting a whopping 10 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Heather. Appreciate your face. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in. I appreciate your faces. In terms of next week, just to give you a bit of an update as I get an itchy eye there. Okay, so you'll be getting your Daily Nerds, 3 videos a week, Monday to Thursday. On Friday, I will be on holiday out of the country for 5 days. So on Friday, there will be no Royal Clubhouse Live. Instead, you'll be getting 3 videos. More content for you on Friday. Sunday, there will be no live stream whatsoever. I'm out of the country. I'm on holiday. That's just it. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the following week, you'll still be getting your Daily Nerds. I've banked them already. And then Thursday, I will be back in the UK. And it will be basically normal scheduling program. And oh my goodness, the Royal Clubhouse, when I come back on Friday, I'll just say it now, seeing there's not that many people in the chat at the moment. My guest, when I come back from holiday on Royal Clubhouse, HG Tudor. Have a load of that, guys. I'm so happy and proud. My friend HG Tudor will be coming on to the next Royal Clubhouse, not next Friday, but the Friday after. Definitely not one you will want to miss, guys. But yeah, thank you so much for all your support, all your kindness, all your compassion, all your very, very nice, wonderful words. I appreciate them all. Thank you to all my friends that joined me today. I appreciate you guys. Stay where you are. We'll have a bit of a chat afterwards. But yeah, for all those in the chat that kept us company up to this point, enjoy the rest of your morning, day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And until the next time, you guys, laters. Bye.
Later, y'all.